Thailand's myths and stories are filled with enchantment, mystery, and awe, woven into the fabric of everyday life and whispered through generations. In every corner of Thailand, from the misty mountains of Chiang Mai to the bustling streets of Bangkok, legends and tales of mythical creatures linger, as alive today as they were centuries ago. These creatures aren't just characters in stories, they are protectors, guardians, teachers, and, sometimes, fierce challengers. In Thailand, mythical creatures hold a special place, occupying a space between the human and the divine. These beings are not just symbols, they have personalities, strengths, weaknesses, and roles to play in Thai culture. Many creatures are tied to Buddhist beliefs or influenced by ancient Hindu traditions, each carrying a deeper meaning within Thai spirituality and folklore. Take the Naga, for instance, a powerful serpent often seen guarding temples, entwined around the staircases leading to sacred places. For the Thai people, the Naga is more than just a serpent, it is a guardian, a being that watches over spiritual seekers, protecting them from unseen dangers. It's also a symbol of water and fertility, a revered force that shapes rivers, sustains life, and purifies the soul. The Garuda, half human, half eagle, represents a fierce strength, the power to transcend earthly concerns, soaring high above mortal limitations. As a national symbol of Thailand, the Garuda is depicted in royal insignia, embodying both grace and unmatched might. Tales say that the Garuda can vanquish dark forces, defying demons and even challenging the mighty Naga in a battle for supremacy. But more than a warrior, the Garuda is a reminder of courage in the face of hardship and the belief that resilience can carry anyone through even the darkest of trials. Then there are the Canara and Canari, mythical beings of breathtaking beauty with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a bird. They are said to live in a paradise where only pure-hearted beings may go. Canara and Canari are symbols of love and loyalty, often depicted as inseparable pairs, singing songs of devotion that echo through the heavens. The gentle elegance of the Canari, especially, reflects the beauty of loyalty and the belief that love endures across lifetimes. People say that seeing a Canari in one's dreams is a blessing, a message of hope, beauty, and the power of unwavering devotion. Thai mythology is as much about fierce guardians as it is about the spirits of everyday life. The Yaksha, giant guardians seen at the entrance of many temples, are said to be fearsome protectors who ward off evil. With their towering frames and intense expressions, they stand guard, fierce and unyielding, reminding people of the strength needed to protect what they cherish. These giants embody both strength and duality, for some stories say they can be mischievous and even cunning. But it's the same Yaksha who inspires courage in children and admiration in adults, a reminder that sometimes true strength lies in facing fears with a brave heart. Benevolent or terrifying, beautiful or monstrous, these creatures are more than just tales, they shape the way people view life, death, and everything in between. Thai mythology brings comfort and wisdom, especially when it addresses darker parts of existence. Spirits like Phai Pop, a ghost said to haunt those who harbor grudges or hidden hatred, serve as a warning. Tales of Phai Pop, who is said to possess and harm, echo with moral undertones, cautioning people to live honestly, to let go of envy, and to guard their hearts against resentment. It is a story that may send chills down the spine, yet it ultimately reassures people that a life lived with compassion and humility is safe from such dark visitations. These myths connect people to nature, guiding how they relate to their surroundings. In Thai villages, some believe in the Freya, the spirit of the river, who blesses the rice fields and gives life to the villages. Farmers would offer flowers, incense, and prayers to the river, expressing their gratitude and asking for blessings on their crops. The river is not just water, it's a life-giving spirit that sustains communities. To anger the Freya is to risk drought or flood, a balance that must be carefully respected. Through this myth, people learn the value of balance, patience, and gratitude for the natural world. Thailand's mythical creatures are deeply woven into Buddhism, Hinduism, and animism. Each legend reflects a piece of Thailand's history, showing how the people's beliefs have evolved. Buddhism arrived in Thailand around the 3rd century BCE, and Hindu influences came shortly after, shaping the myths, creatures, and symbols we see today. Yet even as these stories absorbed foreign elements, they held onto something uniquely Thai, a belief in the close relationship between the seen and unseen, the natural and supernatural. It's not uncommon for people to leave small offerings outside their homes for spirits or mythical beings, as if to say, "We see you, and we honor you." This blend of belief systems gives each creature its own unique identity, often layered with meaning. For example, the concept of karma and rebirth found in Buddhism influences stories of mythical creatures. Some spirits or creatures are believed to have once been human, perhaps living a life of goodness or misdeeds that transformed them in their next life. Thai people tell stories of the Rousi, wise hermits and sages who lived solitary lives in meditation. People believe that Rousi, through their wisdom and dedication, gained supernatural powers. Their tales inspire people to seek wisdom, to look inward for answers, and to find peace in a noisy world. Thailand's mythical creatures remind people of the values they cherish most: love, loyalty, resilience, and respect for the world around them. These are not just stories, but pillars of Thai culture. In villages, elders recount these tales, filling children with a sense of wonder and a deep understanding of their heritage. Each creature, from the soaring Garuda to the slithering Naga, teaches something essential about life, love, and humanity. Mythical creatures continue to be seen and celebrated everywhere in Thailand, in paintings on temple walls, in the architecture of shrines, and in the movements of traditional dances. These creatures are more than myth, they are a legacy, a living reminder of where Thai people come from and what they hold dear. Through stories, rituals, and art, these beings live on, passing their wisdom from one generation to the next, creating a timeless connection between the past and the present. And so, the people remember, and the mythical creatures endure, as guardians of culture, faith, and memory. They say there are ancient serpents hidden in Thailand's rivers, mountains, and caves, watching over villages, protecting temples, and flowing through the stories of the land. The Naga, a powerful serpent-like creature, is no ordinary myth in Thailand. It is a being that evokes both fear and respect, with scales that gleam like jewels, eyes that burn with wisdom, and a body that twists and turns like the river itself. More than just a guardian, the Naga holds the pulse of life in its coils, representing water, fertility, and the deep connection between people and nature. In temples, the Naga is everywhere. Curled along staircases, carved into pillars, and painted on walls, it is present in almost every sacred space. These temple guardians, with their sinuous bodies and majestic heads, often line the path leading to a shrine or a sacred hall. As people climb the steps of a temple, the presence of the Naga reminds them that they are entering a space of mystery, a place where the spiritual world meets the human one. The Naga watches, its eyes fierce yet kind, ready to protect the holiness of the temple, ready to guard those who enter with pure hearts. The Naga's appearance in folklore is equally powerful. Stories are told of rivers that flowed only because the Naga willed it, of mountains that formed under the weight of their ancient bodies, and of rain that fell because of their blessings. In villages along the Mekong River, people believe that the Naga lives within the riverbed, a hidden protector that keeps watch over the land. Some even say they've seen the Naga's shadow under the water, a dark, undulating form moving slowly along the river's depths. During the Naga Fireball Festival, strange lights are said to rise from the river, glowing red orbs that many believe are the Naga's way of communicating with the people, a sign of protection and power. To the people, the Naga is not just a guardian but also a giver of life. In a land where rice paddies stretch across the horizon and rivers feed the land, the Naga embodies the water that nourishes crops, quenches thirst, and sustains life. As a symbol of fertility, it is said that the Naga blesses the fields, making the soil rich and the harvest bountiful. In times of drought, people would pray to the Naga, asking for rain to renew the parched earth. For farmers, the Naga represents hope, a silent promise that even the hardest of times will pass, that life will return, that the river will flow again. The connection between the Naga and water goes beyond symbolism. It is a belief so deeply rooted that people still honor it with rituals and offerings. They leave flowers by rivers and light candles, hoping that the Naga will see their devotion and grant them good fortune. In their prayers, they speak to the Naga as if it is listening, as if the spirit of the river itself can understand their pleas. And for some, there is no doubt that it does, that this ancient serpent, powerful and wise, moves invisibly through the waters, blessing them in ways that words cannot describe. To many Thai people, the Naga is also a protector of families. Stories passed down from grandparents to grandchildren tell of families saved from floods because they honored the Naga, of children blessed with health and strength because their parents prayed to the Naga before they were born. In these stories, the Naga is not just a serpent, it is family. It is the quiet presence that watches over loved ones, the unseen force that shelters homes, the protector who expects only respect and reverence in return. The Naga's dual nature, both fierce and kind, reflects life's own unpredictable twists. In its appearance, it is terrifying, with sharp fangs, a muscular body, and eyes that see into the soul. But in its essence, the Naga is compassionate, a giver and protector. When floods come, people whisper that it is not the Naga's wrath but a reminder of its power, a nudge to remember who truly holds the flow of water, the source of life itself. Through every torrent, every drought, every season of harvest, the Naga's presence is felt, a quiet force that runs through the veins of the earth. Many legends tell of people who have seen the Naga in its true form. These stories are told with a mix of wonder and fear, hushed as if the very act of speaking could bring the serpent close. A fisherman may tell of a night he saw the river's surface ripple in strange patterns, too strong to be the work of fish. A farmer may swear he saw the glint of scales just beneath the surface during a midnight storm, the Naga's body curling through the water, too vast and powerful to be anything of this world. Each tale adds to the mystery, leaving listeners with a feeling that the Naga is always close, always watching. But there is one more layer to the Naga's mystery, its ability to bring balance. The Naga is as much a creature of water as it is of the earth. Some legends say that it can transform into a human, blending seamlessly into the world of men, hiding in plain sight. This ability symbolizes the balance between the human and the natural world, a reminder that all beings are connected, that humans, too, are part of this web of life. When people see a Naga statue or hear a tale of the serpent, they are reminded of their own role in this balance, their own responsibility to honor and protect the earth. The Naga's presence in Thailand is as real today as it was centuries ago. It is not uncommon for people to speak of the Naga with a sense of reverence, as if speaking about a family elder who has always been there. Festivals, rituals, and prayers continue, each one an offering to the ancient spirit of the water. In moments of hardship, people look to the Naga, seeking comfort, protection, and guidance. And when they celebrate, the Naga is honored too, for it is the keeper of their rivers, their fields, their homes, and their hearts. The Naga's story flows through Thailand like the river itself, constant and unwavering, a reminder of strength, compassion, and the power that lies just beneath the surface. In the quiet lapping of water against the shore, and the shimmer of scales imagined beneath the surface, and the blessings of the harvest, the spirit of the Naga lives on, unseen yet unmistakably present. In Thai stories, there is a being unlike any other, one whose presence fills the heart with courage and whose name is whispered with awe, the Garuda. Half man, half eagle, with wings that spread like a storm over the sky, the Garuda is the symbol of strength, loyalty, and the fierce spirit that guards Thailand's heart. It is a creature of incredible power, known to soar high above, both feared and respected for its ability to protect and to conquer. For the Thai people, the Garuda isn't just a myth, it is a guardian, a warrior, and a royal emblem that embodies bravery and wisdom. The Garuda's image commands attention. With the sharp beak of an eagle and the body of a mighty human, the Garuda's stance is one of undeniable power. Wings spread wide, its feathers shining with a divine light, it seems ready to lift off, to rise above any challenge. Its gaze is piercing, as though it sees through every illusion and deception, stripping away falsehoods to reveal the truth. The Garuda's strength is more than just physical, it is the strength of character, the strength of a protector who stands unflinching in the face of danger. This strength has made it a beloved symbol for centuries, etched into the royal insignia, carved into temples, and painted on walls that tell stories of courage and honor. In Thailand, the Garuda is more than an inspiring image, it is a sacred emblem, proudly displayed in the royal insignia. The Thai monarchy has adopted the Garuda as a symbol of authority, purity, and protection, giving it a place of honor on the national emblem. This choice is not just about power, but about the values the Garuda represents. With its strength, it stands for justice. With its loyalty, it symbolizes faithfulness to the nation. In every official document stamped with the Garuda's image, and every royal building where it watches over the people, the Garuda is a reminder of the unity and strength that binds Thailand together. The sight of the Garuda on these insignia fills hearts with a quiet pride, a sense that there is a force greater than oneself, watching over, protecting, guiding. In Buddhist art, too, the Garuda holds a place of honor, often appearing in temple carvings and statues, an eternal witness to the teachings of compassion, peace, and resilience. Though it is known for its might, the Garuda in Buddhist art often appears in a state of serenity, watching over the Buddha's teachings with a calm, unbreakable presence. It is there, unwavering, a silent promise to guard the sacred, to protect wisdom, and to serve truth. The Garuda reminds those who enter these sacred spaces that strength and gentleness can live side by side, that power is at its greatest when used to protect what is pure and good. But the Garuda is not only a symbol, it is a figure woven into the very mythology of Thailand, connected to the stories of Hinduism and ancient epics. Its story begins in Hindu mythology, where it is known as the vehicle of Vishnu, the god who preserves and protects. The Garuda serves Vishnu faithfully, acting as his mount, his ally, and his friend, soaring across the heavens, keeping the balance between good and evil. But the Garuda's loyalty is more than mere obedience. It is a choice made out of honor, a devotion born of love and respect. This tale, brought to Thailand long ago, took root and grew, and the Garuda became an emblem of Thailand's own values, a guardian of the land and its people. One of the most cherished stories of the Garuda is of its battle with the Naga, the serpent who represents darkness and hidden knowledge. This battle between the Garuda and the Naga is more than a clash of strength. It is a story of balance, of courage in the face of unknown depths, and of light confronting darkness. When the Garuda faces the Naga, it doesn't simply overpower, it seeks to understand, to bring harmony between two mighty forces. This legend captures the Garuda's spirit, its fierce loyalty, its bravery, and its wisdom. For those who hear this tale, the Garuda becomes more than a mythical creature. It is a friend, a protector, a symbol of hope in the face of life's greatest challenges. Even today, the Garuda's presence is felt. It is found in symbols and statues, its image standing guard over homes, temples, and government buildings, as if silently promising protection. In many places, people offer small prayers or gestures of respect to the Garuda, thanking it for its unseen protection, for the courage it inspires, for the legacy of strength it has left behind. And for children who grow up hearing stories of the Garuda's battles and bravery, the Garuda becomes a part of their identity, a story of resilience they carry with them through life. The Garuda teaches that real strength lies in standing firm when it matters most. It shows that power is not just about force, but about loyalty, honor, and the courage to face even the greatest of challenges. For those who look upon the Garuda's image, whether carved into the walls of a temple or printed on a royal seal, there is a feeling of reassurance, a quiet reminder that this powerful guardian watches over them still. In the misty mornings along the Mekong River, people say that the Phaya Naga, a great serpent of legend, stirs beneath the water's surface, watching and waiting. The Phaya Naga is no ordinary creature. Known as a powerful spirit, it is both feared and loved, a being of deep mystery that can bring blessings or curses, calm or chaos. With shimmering scales that glisten in the minds of those who have seen them, and eyes that, some say, burn like embers in the depths of night, the Phaya Naga lives on in the hearts of those who believe. It's a spirit that connects them to the river, to the land, to life itself. People speak of the Phaya Naga in hushed voices, as though it might be listening, just under the water's surface. To the villagers along the riverbanks, the Naga is a creature with a dual nature, benevolent to those who honor it, yet unrelenting and fierce if angered. Stories tell of the Naga as a protector, guarding the waters and the people who live by them. During times of drought, villagers have prayed to the Naga, leaving offerings of flowers, candles, and incense along the river's edge, hoping that the spirit of the river would hear them and bring the rains. And, more often than not, rains have come, a blessing from the unseen serpent, a gift from the river itself. But the Fire Naga is not only a guardian. Its temper, like the river, can be fierce. When people forget their respect or take the river's gifts for granted, the Naga can show its other face. There are stories of floods that rise without warning, waters that surge in the night, sweeping through villages, leaving the mark of the Naga's power. Some say that when the Naga is displeased, the river becomes restless, churning and swirling as though alive with a hidden force. It is in these moments that people remember the Naga's strength, its untamed spirit, and its role as both life-giver and destroyer. The river, after all, cannot be tamed, and neither can the Fire Naga. One of the most captivating legends is of the Naga fireballs, a mysterious phenomenon that takes place along the Mekong River. Each year, usually during the full moon in October, glowing orbs of light rise from the river, floating silently into the night sky. These fireballs, known as the Naga's breath, are seen by many as a sign from the Fire Naga itself, a reminder that it is still there, still watching, still powerful. Thousands gather along the riverbank, waiting for these lights to appear, holding their breath as the first orb rises. The awe in the crowd is palpable, each person sensing that they are in the presence of something ancient and sacred, something beyond understanding. People debate what causes these fireballs. Some say they are natural gases, others call them a miracle, but those who believe know better. To them, the Naga fireballs are a message, a sign that the river and its spirit are alive, that they are not forgotten. For the villagers who have grown up with tales of the Naga, these fireballs are a promise, a connection to the unseen world, a sign that the river's guardian has not abandoned them. Parents bring their children, elders tell stories, and under the glow of the fireballs, the bond between people and the Fire Naga feels as real as the river itself. The Naga's presence is so deeply tied to the river that it becomes difficult to see where one ends and the other begins. They say that the Fire Naga's body flows through the waters like a pulse, that it is the spirit of the Mekong itself, watching over the villages, nourishing the rice paddies, and guiding the fishermen. People see the river's curve as the Naga's spine, its eddies and swirls as the gentle movements of the serpent as it rests or stirs. During monsoon season, when the Mekong swells and floods the surrounding lands, people say that the Naga is stretching, reminding them of its power and their place in the natural order. There are also tales of people who have encountered the Naga, who have come face to face with the serpent's majesty and lived to tell the tale. Fishermen speak of moments when the river's waters turn an eerie calm, the air thick with something unspeakable, and in those moments, they know the Naga is near. Some have claimed to see the glint of scales just below the water's surface or felt a shadow move beneath their boats. These stories are not shared lightly. Those who claim to have seen the Naga hold that experience close to their hearts, speaking of it with a mixture of fear, wonder, and respect. Then there's the story of the River Maiden, a young girl who went to the river to pray for her family's fortune. She offered flowers and whispered her hopes to the Naga, asking for help. That night, the story goes, her family's luck changed, a sudden catch of fish, a rain shower after months of drought, a mysterious light that guided them home. To this day, people remember her tale, seeing it as a testament to the Naga's kindness, its willingness to listen to those who approach it with humility and reverence. It is these stories, these glimpses of the Naga's gentleness, that make it so beloved, so revered. The Fire Naga's presence lingers not only in the river but in the hearts of those who have known its stories. Children grow up hearing of its strength, its mystery, its unfathomable power. They are taught to respect the river, to approach it with reverence, for the Naga is not just a legend but a force of nature that has shaped their lives. To them, the Fire Naga is as real as the ground they stand on, a being that watches over them, a guardian whose spirit flows in every drop of water, in every gentle ripple, in every fierce current. In the stillness of dawn or the quiet of dusk, some say you can feel the Naga's presence, that you can sense it watching, listening, feeling the pulse of life along the riverbanks. The Fire Naga is more than a story, it is a living part of the land, a memory that runs as deep as the river itself, a spirit that connects people to the water, to the earth, and to each other. High in the mist-laden mountains, they say there exists a realm where beauty takes on an otherworldly form, where creatures with the grace of swans and the tender eyes of humans dance under the soft light of the moon. These are the Canara and Canari, beings of elegance and mystery. Half bird, half human, they are often spoken of as visions of love and harmony, captivating all who hear of them. The stories say they move as lightly as the air itself, their feathers shimmering, their voices as gentle as a lullaby, weaving a sense of enchantment and wonder wherever they go. The Canara, the male of the pair, is often seen as a guardian spirit, his form strong and graceful, his eyes filled with a fierce devotion. The Canari, the female, embodies the very essence of beauty and compassion, her delicate form adorned with feathers that seem to glow with a soft radiance. Together, they are known as eternal lovers, bound by a love so pure and unbreakable that it inspires all who learn of their tales. In every dance they share, every glance they exchange, the Canara and Canari tell stories of loyalty, sacrifice, and an unspoken connection that transcends any worldly bond. In Thai dance, the Canara and Canari come alive, their story expressed through elegant gestures and movements that capture the heart's most delicate emotions. With slow, deliberate movements, dancers become the Canari, her arms arching gracefully like wings, her gaze soft and distant, as if longing for something beyond this world. Each step is a whisper of devotion, a portrayal of love so deep that it transcends words. The Canara joins her, his posture proud yet tender, following her with eyes filled with quiet adoration. They move in harmony, never breaking the gaze that binds them, as if each movement is a silent promise, a vow they have spoken only to each other. Their dance tells a story without words, a story that has been passed down for generations, each gesture a symbol, each step a memory of love that can never be undone. When people watch, they feel as if they're witnessing something sacred, something so beautiful that it brings a soft ache to the heart. For a moment, time itself seems to slow, caught in the gentle sway of their dance, and all who watch are reminded of the tenderness that lies within love, the beauty that lives in devotion. The Canari, with her compassionate heart, is often the subject of many tales. In one story, a hunter finds her bathing by a hidden pond. Mesmerized by her beauty, he captures her, hoping to keep her by his side. But as he watches her sorrowful eyes, he realizes he cannot hold onto her without breaking her spirit. He lets her go, and as she spreads her wings and takes flight, he understands that true love does not bind or possess, it frees. In every feather that glints in the sunlight as she flies away, he sees the essence of her spirit, beautiful, free, and bound only by love. This tale, like many others, speaks to the values that the Canara and Canari represent. Their love is not one of possession but of understanding and respect, a love that is selfless, gentle, and true. It is a love that gives more than it takes, that finds joy in the happiness of the other, that knows no boundaries. Through these stories, people are reminded that the deepest connections are those that honor freedom, those that cherish without holding too tightly. In Thai art, the images of the Canara and Canari appear frequently, their forms etched into temple walls and painted onto canvases, each depiction capturing their elegance and grace. Often, the Canari is shown holding a lotus flower, a symbol of purity and beauty, her face serene, her eyes filled with a gentle wisdom. The Canara, by her side, gazes at her with a love that feels almost palpable, his hand outstretched as if ready to shield her from all harm. Together, they are a vision of harmony, a reminder of love's true nature, a force as enduring as the mountains, as gentle as a breeze, as deep as the waters of a hidden pond. The Canara and Canari also symbolize beauty that goes beyond physical appearance. Their beauty is not simply in the elegance of their forms or the grace of their movements, it is in the kindness of their spirits, the purity of their love, the gentle strength that lies within them. They are reminders that true beauty is born from love, from compassion, from the courage to open one's heart fully to another. In every depiction, every story, every dance, they stand as symbols of a love that is timeless, a beauty that never fades. People who encounter these stories, who see their images in temples or watch their dance, often feel a profound sense of peace, a feeling that they have glimpsed something true and good. The Canara and Canari offer a vision of love that many carry in their hearts, a love that inspires them to be kinder, to love more openly, to cherish the people around them. They are not just mythical beings, they are a reflection of the love people strive for, the beauty they long to see in themselves and others. In every feathered wing, in every gentle gaze, the Canara and Canari hold a message for those who are willing to listen, love deeply, love freely, and love with a heart that is open and true. They teach that beauty is found not in perfection but in the tenderness of a shared moment, the quiet strength of devotion, the silent promise of forever. And so, as the Canara and Canari dance across temple walls, across the memories of those who cherish them, they leave behind a trace of something eternal, a love that endures, a beauty that touches the soul. In the heart of Thailand, where the ancient temples rise and the air hums with stories from centuries past, there is a creature known to protect and inspire, a figure that embodies courage, loyalty, and strength, the Singa. This mythical lion, carved from stone, painted in vivid colors, or gilded in gold, stands proudly at temple gates and royal palaces, a symbol of power and protection that has watched over the land for as long as anyone can remember. The Singa is not just a guardian, it is a promise, a reminder of the strength and resilience that lies within the people it watches over. The Singa's image is fierce yet noble, with its sharp eyes and powerful stance. Its body, adorned with intricate details, often looks as though it could spring to life at any moment. For the people who see it, the Singa is more than just a statue, it is a silent protector, a creature that brings a sense of safety and stability. Its presence is reassuring, a constant reminder that courage is always near, watching and ready to guard against any threat. In times of uncertainty, people find strength in the Singa's watchful gaze, believing that as long as this lion stands guard, all will be well. Stories tell of the Singa's unmatched bravery, its loyalty unwavering, its heart pure. In Thai folklore, the Singa is known as a protector of kings, temples, and the natural world, standing as a shield against darkness and danger. When enemies approached, it was the Singa that roared to life, defending the sacred spaces, driving away evil spirits, and standing tall against any force that dared to disrupt the peace. In these tales, the Singa does not seek out violence but rises only to protect what is good and just. It is a creature that embodies righteousness, defending the innocent with a strength that is as boundless as its loyalty. In the grand architecture of Thailand, the Singa's image is woven into the very fabric of temples and palaces. As you walk up to a temple, you might see statues of the Singa flanking the entrance, its fierce expression a silent challenge to those who enter. The Singa stands there, its gaze unwavering, its form majestic, as if daring any ill intent to come forward. The faithful feel a sense of calm under the Singa's watch. They know that they are entering a space protected by a creature as ancient as the land itself, a being whose spirit is bound to the stones and trees, the rivers and mountains. One story often told about the Singa speaks of a young prince who, lost in a deep forest, found himself surrounded by wild beasts. As fear gripped him, he remembered the tales his mother had told him about the Singa. He closed his eyes and prayed for the lion's protection, his voice barely a whisper in the dark. Just then, through the trees, a soft light appeared, and with it, the figure of a great lion with eyes like burning embers. The creatures around him slinked away, vanquished by the power of the Singa. The prince, feeling a warmth wash over him, knew he was safe. This story, shared across generations, fills the hearts of children with courage, a belief that, even in the darkest of times, there is a protector watching over them. The Singa's role in Thai heraldry is equally profound, symbolizing power and leadership. In times of war, the Singa represented the bravery of those defending their homeland, a spirit that inspired warriors to stand firm, to protect their people with every ounce of strength they had. The Singa became a symbol of unity, its image a reminder that as long as they stood together, as long as they held onto their courage, they could face any adversity. To this day, the Singa remains a powerful symbol of strength and leadership, an emblem that speaks to the heart of Thai culture, reminding people of their shared heritage and the values that define them. In local festivals, statues and images of the Singa are often paraded through the streets, its presence a reminder of the courage that runs through the community. Children look up at the Singa with wide eyes, parents tell stories of its bravery, and elders share tales of the times when they felt the Singa's protection in their own lives. As they walk alongside the Singa's image, they feel a sense of pride and belonging, a connection to something timeless and true. The Singa also represents the bond between humans and nature, its spirit said to dwell in the forests and rivers, a guardian of the land. When people hunt or gather from the forests, they leave offerings at the base of Singa statues, small gestures of respect for the guardian that has watched over the land for centuries. The Singa is not just a symbol of protection but of harmony, a creature that reminds people to live in balance with the world around them, to respect the land, the animals, the waters that give them life. Its image is a reminder that true strength is not about taking but about protecting, about giving back to the world that has given so much. In every tale, every statue, every whispered story, the Singa lives on as a symbol of hope, strength, and unwavering loyalty. Its form, sculpted from stone or painted in gold, is a silent promise to the people, a reminder that they are never alone, that courage and protection are always within reach. The Singa's spirit, as fierce as it is gentle, continues to inspire, to watch over the land, to guard the dreams and hopes of those who live under its watchful gaze. Standing at the entrances of many Thai temples are towering figures with fierce eyes and bared fangs, a silent yet powerful presence that fills visitors with awe. These are the Yaksha, guardian spirits who both protect and challenge those who seek to enter sacred spaces. With painted faces of green, blue, or red, dressed in intricate armor and crowned with high, jeweled headdresses, the Yaksha are unmistakable. Their expressions are fierce, almost terrifying, yet their purpose is not to harm but to serve as protectors and guides, watchful, wise, and sometimes a little mischievous. In the quiet hours before dawn, monks believe the Yaksha come alive, patrolling the temple grounds, their heavy footsteps echoing in the silence. They are said to guard against evil, standing as a line of defense against any darkness that may wish to enter. To see them at the gates, fierce and unyielding, is to feel a mixture of fear and gratitude, knowing that these powerful beings stand between the sacred and the profane. Their presence is like a silent vow to protect the purity of the temple and the peace within its walls, no matter the cost. The Yaksha's role as guardians is central to their identity. Their loyalty is deep and their strength immense, yet they are not straightforward creatures. Known for their dual nature, the Yaksha can be both friend and foe, protector and trickster. They are not bound to strict ideas of right or wrong, they exist in the in-between, as complex as the human nature they guard. This duality is a reminder that wisdom and strength come in many forms, and that even those who protect us may challenge us in ways that make us stronger. In this way, the Yaksha teach that true protection sometimes means not only shielding from harm, but also pushing us to confront the hidden parts of ourselves. Legends tell of travelers who, weary and lost, stumbled upon a Yaksha in the forest. Sometimes, the Yaksha would help them, leading them to safety or providing food and water when all hope seemed lost. But other times, the Yaksha would play tricks, creating illusions that left the travelers disoriented, unsure of what was real. These tales speak to the Yaksha's nature as both protector and trickster. They do not always make the path easy. Instead, they test the hearts of those who encounter them, rewarding the brave and wise, and challenging the proud or selfish. In Buddhist literature, the Yaksha appear as reminders of the complexity of the spiritual journey. They are there to guard, to protect, but also to question and test those who seek enlightenment. Their eyes seem to ask, "Are you ready? Are you willing to face yourself fully?" Their presence is both reassuring and unsettling, for they see beyond the surface, understanding the fears and desires that lie hidden within each soul. This role makes them revered figures in Buddhist culture, beings who possess wisdom beyond what is visible, who stand not only as physical guardians but as spiritual gatekeepers. Inside the temple, sculptures and paintings of the Yaksha continue to tell their story. Each one is uniquely detailed, with different faces, different expressions. Some appear calm and wise, with eyes that seem almost kind, while others look fierce, as if ready to leap into battle. These variations capture the Yaksha's multifaceted nature, embodying both compassion and strength, playfulness and ferocity. Children who visit these temples sometimes shy away from the Yaksha's towering figures, but soon they grow fascinated, captivated by the sense of mystery and adventure the Yaksha bring. Parents whisper stories to them, tales of how the Yaksha protect the temple from evil, how they stand guard over the Buddha himself, letting only the worthy enter. For those who live in Thailand, the Yaksha are more than just mythical beings, they are almost like family. Stories are passed down through generations, tales of the Yaksha's loyalty, their courage, and their occasional mischief. Grandparents tell grandchildren that when they are afraid, they can think of the Yaksha standing guard, protecting them from any harm. Some believe that if you pray to the Yaksha, they will guard you as well, keeping away bad luck and bringing strength in times of need. In times of trouble, people feel comforted by the thought of these mighty beings, fierce yet fair, watching over them. Yet, the Yaksha also challenge those who grow too confident, too prideful. One well-known story tells of a young monk who grew boastful about his knowledge. As he walked through the temple one night, a Yaksha appeared before him, blocking his path. "Tell me," the Yaksha asked, "what do you seek in your studies?" The young monk, startled, could not answer. The Yaksha's gaze pierced through him, and in that moment, the young monk felt all his pride fade away, replaced by humility and awe. From that day forward, he continued his studies, not for recognition, but for the pure pursuit of wisdom. The Yaksha, in challenging him, had led him back to his true path. In many ways, the Yaksha are like mirrors, reflecting back the truths people might not want to see but need to face. They represent the strength it takes to confront one's inner darkness, the courage to seek truth over comfort. To stand before a Yaksha is to stand before one's own fears, to face the challenge of looking within and finding not only strength but humility, not only courage but compassion. The Yaksha's role as guardians and tricksters is a reminder that life itself is filled with both challenges and protections, that every step forward is a mixture of risk and reward. And as they stand, towering and fierce, at the temple gates, they seem to whisper of the strength that lies within us all, waiting to be called upon, waiting to awaken. The Yaksha teach that courage and humility go hand in hand, that protection and challenge are woven together, and that sometimes, the path to wisdom is filled with both kindness and a little bit of mischief. The skies and rivers of ancient Thai tales are filled with two of the most powerful and awe-inspiring creatures to ever cross the human imagination, the mighty Garuda, a creature of the heavens with wings so vast they could eclipse the sun, and the Naga, the serpent of the waters, coiled and mysterious, dwelling deep beneath the rivers and oceans. Their rivalry is legendary, a battle woven into the very fabric of Thai mythology, their stories echoing with the tension of opposites, sky and water, freedom and control, ferocity and patience. When the Garuda spreads his wings to soar, a shadow is cast over the Naga's world, and with it, the promise of a fierce, eternal conflict that can be felt even today in the art, culture, and hearts of those who remember their stories. In each encounter between the Garuda and the Naga, there is something otherworldly, an energy that stirs something deep within those who hear of it. Garuda, with his piercing eyes and gleaming feathers, radiates a proud defiance, his spirit as boundless as the sky he commands. He is a symbol of freedom, a creature who cannot be contained, whose strength is matched only by his undying will to overcome. The Naga, meanwhile, waits beneath the waters, his body coiled with silent power, his scales glistening in the depths. The Naga's world is one of patience and hidden strength, a realm where power is reserved, almost hidden, but always ready to strike. When they meet, it is not merely a battle of creatures, it is a clash of worlds, each fighting not just for survival but to defend their way of being. At the heart of this fierce struggle lies a tale that has been told for generations, a tale of loyalty, survival, and the unbreakable bond between life and the forces that threaten it. In some stories, the Garuda and Naga are bound by a vow, a pact that neither can fully uphold without breaking their very nature. The Naga is said to have wronged Garuda, leading to an unending debt, one that would ultimately seal their fate as eternal rivals. In the heat of their conflicts, the skies thunder, and rivers rise, as if even nature itself shudders under the weight of their ancient struggle. The Garuda dives from the heavens, his talons sharp, his wings like a storm. The Naga rises from the depths, his coils twisting, his eyes glowing with the strength of the river itself. Their conflict is a sight both terrifying and magnificent, a dance of strength and determination, neither willing to yield. In Thai art, this battle between the Garuda and the Naga is immortalized in stunning detail. Across temple walls and statues, the two are depicted locked in combat, the Garuda clutching the Naga in his powerful talons, the serpent coiling tightly around him in defiance. Every feather, every scale is etched with precision, capturing not just their forms, but the essence of their fight. The Garuda's beak is open in a silent scream, his eyes fierce and unyielding, while the Naga's gaze is steady, his jaw tense as he prepares to strike. These images tell a story without words, one that reaches across generations, each line a reminder of a timeless conflict, a struggle as ancient as time itself. But this conflict between Garuda and Naga is not simply one of animosity, it holds a deeper meaning, one that reflects the duality of existence. The Garuda represents freedom, the endless skies, and the pursuit of greatness. He is a creature who cannot be tied down, who lives to soar, to transcend the limitations of the earth. The Naga, on the other hand, embodies patience, the deep, unmovable strength of water, and the mystery of things unseen. In their struggle, there is a symbolic reflection of life's own battles, the need to balance ambition and restraint, the desire to rise above and the necessity to remain grounded. Their fight is fierce because it is a fight of essence, a clash of ideals that cannot fully coexist yet cannot exist apart. Each battle between them, then, becomes a reflection of life's challenges, of the forces within each of us that pull in different directions. Throughout the centuries, Thai storytellers have breathed life into this conflict, weaving it into fables, poetry, and tales of heroism. Some tell of the Garuda, who, in his pride, attempted to defeat the Naga once and for all, diving down to capture the serpent in his powerful grasp. But the Naga, with the patience and wisdom of the ages, coiled around the Garuda's wings, dragging him into the depths, a place where the sky creature's power faltered. Other tales speak of times when the Garuda's ferocity overpowered the Naga, lifting him high into the heavens, where the serpent's strength began to wane. But each time, their conflict ends not in a victory for one, but in a temporary balance, a stalemate where each must retreat, carrying with them the wounds and wisdom of their eternal fight. Even today, the Garuda and the Naga inspire those who look up to the sky or gaze into the depths of the rivers, seeing in them not just mythical beings, but symbols of resilience and the power of enduring through conflict. They are reminders that struggle is often as sacred as peace, that some battles are worth fighting even if they cannot be won, and that within each of us lies both the strength to rise and the depth to endure. In Thai culture, this story is everywhere. It is seen in the royal insignia, where the Garuda stands as a symbol of the king's power, a promise of freedom and protection. It is seen in the serpentine shapes that decorate temple stairways, representing the Naga's presence and his promise to protect the faithful. When people pass by these symbols, they feel a connection to something greater, a reminder that within the eternal struggle of Garuda and Naga lies the essence of life itself, a balance of power, purpose, and peace. And so, the Garuda and the Naga continue their timeless battle, soaring and coiling, their spirits bound to each other as night is today. They are rivals, yes, but also reflections of one another, forces that must both exist to give life meaning. Their story is one that touches the heart, leaving us with a sense of awe and a quiet reminder that life's battles, like theirs, are not merely fought to be won but to be endured with grace, strength, and the wisdom to understand that, sometimes, it is the fight itself that makes us whole. In the stillness of a dark night, when the air grows cold and silent, people in rural Thailand sometimes speak in hushed tones about the Phai Pop, a spirit unlike any other. To those who've heard the stories, the Phai Pop isn't just a figment of folklore, it's a chilling presence, a lurking danger that feeds on the living. Phai Pop is a vampire spirit, but not the glamorous, distant figures of Western tales. She is raw and close, a terrifying force that inhabits the human body, twisting it, corrupting it, and leaving a trail of fear and dread. The Phai Pop is said to begin her existence in a woman's body, feeding quietly on her insides, taking over her mind until it's no longer her own. At first, she lives in secret, hiding her insatiable hunger, her craving for flesh. By day, she may look like a regular person, perhaps a neighbor or a distant relative. But at night, when no one is watching, she transforms. With a hunger that cannot be soothed, she searches for something to feed on, her spirit separating from her body as she preys upon her victim. Her victim's faces tell tales of horror and disbelief, for the Phi-Pop feeds not only on their flesh, but on their very souls. There are those who swear they've seen her, a figure moving through the dark fields, her face twisted and unrecognizable, eyes hollow and empty. Her mouth seems to move in a silent scream, her fingers twisting into claws, each step forward bringing her closer to her prey. Those who live in the same village as a suspected Phi-Pop are on edge every night, children held close, candles kept burning in the window. No one dares look too long at her for fear she might catch their gaze and choose them as her next meal. Each villager knows that one wrong step could mean the end, and so they carry on in silence, always alert, always fearful. In Thai villages, the horror of Phi-Pop isn't just an isolated tale, it's a story that binds communities together, a warning that speaks of the danger in unchecked greed and hunger. Mothers whisper to their children to always be kind, to never let bitterness or envy grow in their hearts, lest they, too, attract the spirit of Phi-Pop. She is the embodiment of selfishness, a cautionary tale about what happens when someone lets their desires consume them entirely. If a person lets envy or rage fester inside, it's said that the Phi-Pop can sense this, that she's drawn to dark emotions like a moth to flame, feeding on them until there is nothing left of the person but an empty shell. There are stories of encounters with the Phi-Pop that have been passed down for generations. One such story tells of a young girl named Nak who noticed strange changes in her own mother. At first, it was little things, a strange look in her mother's eyes, a strange way of talking late at night. Then, one night, Nak saw her mother slipping into the forest, her body moving strangely, almost as if she weren't herself. Following her mother from a distance, Nak watched in horror as her mother's spirit left her body, drifting and twisting in the air, seeking something unseen. Nak ran back to the village, tears streaming down her face, her heart pounding with the realization that her mother had become a Phi-Pop. She stayed silent, terrified, unable to tell anyone what she had seen, hoping against hope that her mother could somehow return to herself. Villagers believe that the Phi-Pop leaves clues to her presence in the body she inhabits. She doesn't eat ordinary food, preferring raw flesh, her meals hidden or buried deep within the forest to escape prying eyes. She grows gaunt, her skin stretching tight over her bones, her eyes sunken but alive with a sinister light. Her voice becomes distant, her laughter eerie, and she withdraws from those around her. It is as if she knows the villagers suspect her and keeps them at a distance to avoid their gaze. When someone starts showing these signs, villagers know it may be only a matter of time before the true nature of the Phi-Pop reveals itself, and they brace themselves for the horror that may come. Some brave villagers attempt to protect themselves from the Phi-Pop's insatiable hunger. Shamans are called in, rituals are performed to drive her out of the village, to break the spell she has cast over her human host. During these ceremonies, villagers gather together, each person's heart pounding as the shaman chants, calling upon spirits and forces beyond human comprehension to fight the Phi-Pop. In some cases, the rituals work, the spirit is banished, and the person it inhabited slowly returns to normal, weak and drained but alive. But there are also tales of shamans who failed, stories that end in terror, with the Phi-Pop breaking free and wreaking havoc until her appetite is satisfied. Villages that have experienced the presence of a Phi-Pop are forever changed. Their nights become haunted, their conversations laced with caution and suspicion. The Phi-Pop is not just a monster but a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within anyone, a spirit of greed and hunger that transforms the ordinary into something monstrous. As long as the fear of the Phi-Pop lingers, people are cautious about letting envy or hatred take root within their hearts, for fear it might one day consume them. And so, the story of the Phi-Pop continues, carried in whispers and shared in the glow of evening fires, a tale that chills the blood and reminds all who hear it of the thin line between humanity and darkness. It is a warning, a ghostly reminder of the dangers that lie in letting desire rule the heart, a story that, once heard, lingers forever in the mind like a shadow, leaving a chill that cannot easily be shaken. In the heart of Thailand, winding like a lifeline through the countryside, the Kea Phraya River flows, carrying with it more than water. It carries stories, blessings, and a spirit that feels as ancient as the land itself. To the people who live along its banks, the Kea Phraya is more than a river. It is a living, breathing entity, a spirit that watches over them, whispering through the ripples and reflecting the beauty of their lives back at them. Its waters are like a tender embrace, nourishing the rice fields, filling the fish ponds, and blessing the lives of those who honor its currents with reverence. The Kea Phraya is known as a spirit of great generosity, a protector and provider for the villages that depend upon its water. Farmers rise early in the morning, kneeling on its banks, their hands scooping water, offering a prayer of gratitude to the river. Each cupful is a promise of life, each ripple a connection between the people and the spirit of the river that sustains them. When they see their fields lush with green, they believe it is because the Kea Phraya has blessed them, a quiet promise from the river that it will take care of them, as long as they, in turn, care for it. But the Kea Phraya is not just a spirit of calm waters and gentle gifts, it has a powerful presence, a force that can change in an instant. When the skies darken and rain falls, the river swells, and villagers can feel its anger or sorrow. Some say that these moments come when the river feels it has been wronged or when it grieves for the harm done to the land and the people. When the waters rise too high, flooding homes and fields, villagers understand that this is the river's way of speaking, its way of reminding them of its power and its sorrow. And even in its anger, the people do not resent the Kea Phraya, for they know that they are bound to it, as much a part of it as it is of them. In Thai folklore, the Kea Phraya is spoken of with a mixture of reverence and caution. Parents tell their children tales of the river's spirit, a guardian who is both kind and fierce. There are stories of children who went to play too close to its banks, of the invisible hands of the Kea Phraya gently guiding them back to safety, reminding them of the respect owed to the river. And then, there are darker stories, tales of those who ignored its warnings, who took from the river without offering thanks, who polluted its waters or disrespected its life-giving power. In these tales, the Kea Phraya does not forgive easily. Some say it has taken those who disrespected it, that its depths hide more than fish, that its spirit can hold a grudge as deep as the waters themselves. One tale, whispered among villagers, tells of a fisherman named Somchai who, out of greed, took more than he needed from the river. He ignored the warnings of the elders and cast his net over and over, even as his boat grew heavy with fish, enough to feed his entire village for days. As Somchai cast his net one last time, something strange happened. His boat began to drift, pulled by an unseen current toward the center of the river, where the water was black and deep. Panicking, he tried to steer back to shore, but the current was too strong, and soon he realized he was not alone. A strange figure seemed to emerge from the water, a shadowy presence that looked like a woman with dark, flowing hair, her eyes sad and fierce. The villagers say that she was the spirit of the Kea Phraya herself, come to remind Somchai of his wrongdoing. When his boat finally returned to shore, Somchai was a changed man. He spoke little of what he'd seen, but he never took more than he needed again, and each morning, he was the first to offer a prayer of thanks to the river. In the lives of farmers, the Kea Phraya is not just a story or a spirit, but a partner in their work. During the dry season, they gather at the riverbanks, praying for rain, knowing that their fields depend on the Kea Phraya's generosity. And when the rain does come, they celebrate, knowing that the river has answered their prayers, flowing freely to nourish the land, giving life to the crops that sustain their families. In these moments, there is a joy that only those bound to the land can know, a gratitude that runs as deep as the river itself. Throughout the ages, those who have encountered the spirit of the Kea Phraya have found themselves changed, as though touched by something greater. For those who live along its banks, the river is more than water. It is a constant presence, a friend, a protector, a spirit who sees them in their daily struggles and triumphs, who mourns their losses and celebrates their joys. And in turn, they honor it, not just in rituals and stories, but in the quiet, everyday acts of care and respect, drawing water with reverence, walking its banks with caution, and speaking of it with love and awe. The Kea Phraya has become part of their very breath, a spirit as alive as the people who depend on it. The river's spirit, the Freya, is felt by all who come close, a presence as ancient as the land itself, flowing through the lives of those who call it home. It is a reminder of life's generosity, its strength, and its delicate balance, echoing a truth that, just like the river, endures, one that teaches the people to live with humility, gratitude, and respect, for they know that, in the end, they are but guests in the presence of this timeless, living river. In a quiet corner of Bangkok, where the old meets the new, the legend of Mae Nak for Kanong still breathes life into the hearts of those who hear her story. This tale of love and loss has woven itself into the very fabric of Thai culture, echoing through time like the whispers of a restless spirit. It begins in the mid-1800s, in a small village called for Kanong, where the air is thick with the scent of jasmine and the sounds of the river flowing nearby. Mae Nak was a beautiful young woman, known for her kind heart and unwavering love for her husband, Mak. Their life together seemed perfect, filled with laughter and dreams for the future. However, tragedy struck when Mak was called to fight in a war, leaving Mae Nak alone in their small home, pregnant and waiting for his return. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, her heart ached with longing. The villagers often saw her wandering by the river, lost in thought, her hands gently resting on her belly, whispering promises to her unborn child. But as the war raged on, the world outside their home turned dark. Mae Nak's love for Mak became intertwined with despair. While she waited, she passed away during childbirth, her spirit lingering in the home they had shared, refusing to leave. Unbeknownst to Mak, he returned home to a house filled with memories but devoid of the warmth he had yearned for. The love that had once bloomed between them now felt like a haunting echo, and as he stepped into the house, he felt an unshakable sense of presence surrounding him. What unfolded was a love story that transcended life and death. Mae Nak, now a ghost, could not bear the thought of losing her beloved husband. She chose to stay, appearing before him as if nothing had changed. At first, Mak was overjoyed to see her, believing he had returned to a life that continued as before. But soon, the villagers grew wary. They could sense something was wrong. They would see Mak laughing with Mae Nak, but to them, she was only a shadow, an apparition lost between worlds. The laughter would turn to screams when they saw her true form, her eyes wide and hollow, her body still retaining the shape of a woman but twisted by the grip of death. The villagers warned Mak, urging him to leave Mae Nak, to escape before it was too late. But love is a powerful force, and Mak was torn. He wanted to believe in the happiness they had shared, to hold on to the dream of their life together. It wasn't until he came face to face with the truth of her spirit, her decayed appearance and the chilling aura she exuded, that he understood the gravity of his situation. His heart sank as he realized that he could not continue to live in the past, clinging to a love that had slipped away. In a moment of heart-wrenching clarity, Mak sought the help of a monk, who performed a sacred ritual to free Mae Nak's spirit from the earthly ties that bound her. The act was both a farewell and a blessing, a release for both Mae Nak and Mak. As the final chants echoed through the air, Mae Nak's spirit transformed. The pain of her longing and loss began to dissolve, replaced by a gentle acceptance of their fate. As she faded into the light, Mae Nak looked back at Mak, her face serene, love still shining in her eyes. She whispered a promise that their love would never die, that it would linger on in the hearts of those who remember. The legend of Mae Nak for Kanong lives on, not only as a tale of love, but as a profound reminder of the connections that bind us to those we cherish, even beyond the veil of death. It speaks to the pain of loss, the haunting nature of love that refuses to let go, and the necessity of finding peace in our hearts. This story has become a staple in Thai culture, passed down through generations, capturing the hearts of those who hear it, and inspiring countless adaptations in literature, film, and even theater. Mae Nak's tale has transformed into a cultural phenomenon, appearing in movies that breathe life into her story, capturing her essence in haunting cinematography and emotional performances. The most famous adaptations often highlight the tragic love story, intertwining horror with a profound sense of longing, making audiences question the very nature of love and devotion. Viewers are drawn into the story, feeling the weight of Mae Nak's sacrifice and Mak's heartbreaking choice. The story resonates, sparking emotions that linger long after the credits roll. In literature, Mae Nak has inspired poets and authors, her story written into songs and books, where the themes of love and loss are explored in depth. Each retelling adds layers to her character, from a grieving wife to a fierce spirit protecting her home. Many writers focus on the emotional struggle of letting go, portraying Mae Nak not just as a ghost, but as a symbol of unwavering love that transcends even the most profound separation. Her presence in these stories serves to remind readers of the beauty of love and the pain that often accompanies it. Even in the streets of Bangkok, you can feel the echoes of Mae Nak's story. Many visit her shrine at Phra Kanong, bringing offerings of flowers and incense, asking for her blessing in love and life. They seek her guidance, believing that her spirit still watches over the living, a guardian of love who understands the depths of longing and heartache. With each offering, they keep her memory alive, a testament to the power of love that persists even in the face of death. The tale of Mae Nak Phra Kanong is a powerful reminder of the love that can bind us across worlds. It teaches that love is a force that can endure through the most painful circumstances, weaving through time and space, reminding us of the beauty of connection and the necessity of letting go. Her legend resonates with anyone who has experienced love, loss, and the longing that follows, making Mae Nak a timeless figure in Thai folklore, forever etched in the hearts of those who dare to remember. In the heart of Kanchanaburi, where the river Kwai flows serenely and lush green hills cradle the land, whispers of a giant stir the air. This is not just any giant, it is a being woven into the fabric of Thai folklore, a creature of immense strength and mystery. The giant of Kanchanaburi is said to stand tall and proud, embodying the spirit of the earth itself, with a story that has captivated hearts for generations. Legends tell of a time when giants roamed the earth, mighty beings who shaped the landscape with their sheer power. These giants were more than mere monsters, they were protectors of nature, guardians of balance. In Kanchanaburi, the giant is often depicted as a gentle giant, a figure who walks among the hills and valleys, looking after the villagers and the creatures of the land. He is known to be a friend to the people, offering help and protection against dangers that lurk in the shadows. Stories of the giant of Kanchanaburi resonate with a sense of awe and respect. Villagers recount tales of how he would use his massive hands to create rivers and lakes, how he shaped mountains with a single blow, and how he would gently place trees in the earth, ensuring that nature thrived. These stories reflect the deep bond between the land and its people, reminding them of the harmony that exists in nature and the importance of respecting its power. In one such tale, a terrible drought threatened the village. The fields lay parched under the blazing sun, and the villagers cried out in despair. They remembered the giant, hoping he would hear their pleas. That night, as the stars twinkled above, a soft rumble echoed through the valley, shaking the ground beneath their feet. The villagers held their breath, their hearts racing, as they saw the giant rise from the shadows, towering over the hills. His eyes glimmered with kindness, and without a word, he stretched out his enormous hand, scooping water from the depths of the river and pouring it over the thirsty land. As the water flowed, the fields began to shimmer with life, and the villagers erupted in cheers. They danced and sang, their laughter filling the air as the giant watched with a smile, pleased to have brought life back to the land. This story, like many others, speaks to the deep gratitude the villagers hold for the giant. They view him not just as a myth, but as a protector, a reminder of the strength and beauty of nature, and their responsibility to honor it. The cultural significance of the giant of Kanchanaburi extends beyond stories. He has been immortalized in art and architecture throughout the region. In temples and murals, the giant is often depicted alongside other mythical beings, celebrating the rich tapestry of Thai folklore. Artists capture his gentle demeanor, showcasing him as a figure of strength and compassion, embodying the balance between power and kindness. Each brushstroke tells a story of respect for the earth and its inhabitants, illustrating the belief that nature and humanity are forever intertwined. In traditional festivals, the giant comes alive in vibrant processions. People dress in costumes inspired by the giant, embodying his spirit and celebrating the bond between the community and their guardian. Lively music fills the streets as the villagers dance in homage to their protector, sharing stories and songs that keep the giant's legacy alive. In these moments, the lines between reality and myth blur, allowing everyone to feel the giant's presence, reminding them that they are part of something greater than themselves. Stories surrounding the giant of Kanchanaburi often highlight his relationship with the villagers. One tale tells of a young boy who was lost in the woods during a thunderstorm. The villagers searched high and low, calling out for him as panic spread through the community. Suddenly, a loud rumble shook the ground, and out from the trees emerged the giant, cradling the frightened boy in his giant hands. With gentle words, he reassured the child, carrying him safely back to his home, where tears of joy flowed freely. This story, like many others, reinforces the belief that the giant watches over them, protecting not just the land, but the lives of those who inhabit it. Yet, not all stories paint the giant as merely a figure of kindness. In some tales, his size and strength can evoke fear. Villagers tell of nights when the giant would stumble upon a group of mischievous spirits disturbing the peace of the land. With a thunderous roar, he would chase them away, ensuring that harmony returned to the valley. These stories serve as a reminder that while the giant embodies strength and protection, there is also a fierce aspect to his nature, a guardian who will not hesitate to defend his home. The giant's legacy continues to be a source of pride for the people of Kanchanaburi. Each generation passes down stories of his deeds, a living tradition that connects them to their ancestors and their land. He stands as a symbol of resilience and unity, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, strength can come from compassion and understanding. The giant embodies the spirit of Kanchanaburi, and through his tales, the villagers learn to cherish their home, nurture their environment, and support one another. As the sun sets over the hills, casting a golden glow across the landscape, the villagers often gather by the riverbank, sharing stories of the giant with their children. They speak of his kindness, his strength, and the lessons he has imparted, ensuring that his spirit lives on in the hearts of all who call Kanchanaburi home. The laughter of children echoes in the air, mingling with the soft rustle of leaves, creating a symphony of life that celebrates their connection to the giant and the land. In Kanchanaburi, the giant is more than just a legend, he is a part of the very essence of the community. Through the stories, art, and celebrations, he continues to inspire awe and reverence, teaching the importance of love for the earth and all its creatures. As the river flows on, so too does the legacy of the giant of Kanchanaburi, reminding all who hear his tale of the beauty found in strength, compassion, and the bonds that tie us to our world. In the heart of Thailand, where lush jungles meet serene rivers, whispers of a lesser-known creature float through the air. This is the Takai, a being shrouded in mystery and enigma, often overlooked in the grand tapestry of mythical beings that inhabit Thai folklore. The Takai is described as a gentle giant, a creature of grace and beauty, with features that blur the lines between the earthly and the ethereal. With its long, slender body and shimmering scales that reflect the colors of the forest, the Takai moves with a quiet elegance that captivates the imagination of those who believe. Legends speak of the Takai as a guardian of nature, watching over the forests and rivers with a tender gaze. It is said that this creature has a deep connection with the environment, embodying the very essence of the natural world. The Takai is often associated with the cycles of the earth, the changing of the seasons, and the delicate balance that sustains life. Those who have caught a glimpse of it report a profound sense of peace and calm, as if the very presence of the Takai can soothe the turmoil within. In local folklore, the Takai is more than just a creature, it is a symbol of harmony between humanity and nature. Villagers often tell tales of the Takai appearing during times of drought or when the rivers run low, urging the people to care for the land and remember their connection to the earth. Its gentle presence serves as a reminder of the importance of living in balance with nature, highlighting the sacred bond that exists between all living beings. One story tells of a time when a village faced a terrible drought. The crops withered, and despair settled over the community like a dark cloud. One night, as the villagers gathered to pray for rain, a shimmering figure appeared at the edge of the forest. It was the Takai, glistening under the moonlight, its scales reflecting the soft glow. With a graceful wave of its long tail, the creature called forth the clouds, and soon, the heavens opened, pouring life-giving water onto the parched land. The villagers rejoiced, their hearts swelling with gratitude for the Takai's intervention. This tale emphasizes the deep respect the people hold for the Takai. It serves as a reminder that when one is in tune with nature, when they honor the earth, the rewards can be bountiful. The Takai embodies the belief that nature is not just a resource to be exploited, but a living entity deserving of care and respect. Its presence in folklore encourages a sense of responsibility toward the environment, urging people to cultivate a relationship built on love and reverence. The Takai is also deeply intertwined with environmental themes. Many believe that this creature appears during moments of ecological imbalance, acting as a gentle nudge for the villagers to reconsider their actions. In stories passed down through generations, the Takai has been known to appear near polluted rivers or deforested areas, drawing attention to the consequences of neglecting the environment. Villagers describe how, after an encounter with the Takai, they feel compelled to protect their surroundings, planting trees and cleaning rivers, as if they have been awakened to a deeper understanding of their role in the ecosystem. As tales of the Takai circulate, they inspire a sense of community among the villagers. They gather together to share their experiences, recounting the times they have felt the creature's presence. These stories weave a sense of belonging, a reminder that they are part of something larger than themselves. They come to understand that the Takai represents not just a mythical creature, but their collective responsibility to protect their home. Art and culture also reflect the significance of the Takai. Artists have painted it in vibrant colors, capturing its essence as a guardian of the forest. Murals adorn village walls, depicting scenes of the Takai dancing with the wind, surrounded by trees and rivers, embodying the spirit of nature. These artworks serve as a celebration of life, inspiring villagers to cherish their environment and remember the stories of the Takai. In the modern world, where the hustle and bustle of life can drown out the whispers of nature, the Takai remains a beacon of hope. People continue to share stories of its grace, using social gatherings and festivals to honor the creature and the lessons it imparts. Children grow up listening to tales of the Takai, instilling in them a sense of wonder and responsibility toward the natural world. The creature becomes a part of their identity, shaping their understanding of the world around them. Even in the face of challenges, such as deforestation and climate change, the spirit of the Takai endures. It encourages a new generation to take action, to stand up for their beliefs, and to advocate for the earth. The Takai's influence resonates in the hearts of those who hear its story, instilling a sense of purpose and urgency to protect the fragile beauty of nature. As dusk settles over the lush landscapes of Thailand, the villagers often gather by the riverside, sharing stories of the Takai, its shimmering form illuminated by the glow of the setting sun. They speak of the lessons learned, of the harmony that can be achieved when one listens to the whispers of the earth. In these moments, the Takai is not just a creature of legend, but a living spirit that inspires love and respect for the world they inhabit. In the end, the story of the Takai is not just about a mythical being, it is a reflection of the bond between humanity and nature. Through its presence in folklore, the Takai teaches the importance of protecting the environment, nurturing a connection that can last for generations. Its legacy continues to thrive, reminding everyone that every small action matters, and that together, they can create a world where both humans and nature can flourish in harmony. In the skies of Thailand, where the sun bathes the land in golden hues, soars a magnificent creature known as the Crut. This bird of prey captures the imagination with its strength and grace, embodying both power and beauty. The Crut is often depicted as a mythical bird with striking features, a fierce beak, sharp talons, and majestic wings that stretch wide, symbolizing freedom and courage. It is not just a bird, it is a potent symbol of bravery, a reminder of the valor that resides in the heart of every Thai person. Legends of the Crut swirl through the air like whispers carried by the wind. In ancient mythology, this bird was considered a divine messenger, a connection between the earth and the heavens. It soared high above the mountains and forests, keeping watch over the land, ensuring the balance of nature. The sight of the Crut in flight was believed to bring good fortune, inspiring hope and courage in the hearts of those who witnessed its beauty. With every flap of its wings, it seemed to carry the weight of ancient tales, tales of heroes and warriors who drew strength from the very essence of the Crut. The symbolism of the Crut extends beyond mere appearances. It represents the human spirit, the indomitable will to overcome challenges. In times of struggle, the Crut serves as a reminder that, like the bird, one can rise above adversity and soar to new heights. Its fierce presence inspires people to find their inner strength and confront their fears, embodying the belief that courage can lead to triumph. One legendary tale tells of a young warrior who faced insurmountable odds in battle. As his enemies surrounded him, his heart sank, and doubt crept into his mind. In that moment of despair, he gazed up at the sky and saw the Crut soaring high above. The sight of the magnificent bird reignited a spark within him, reminding him of the bravery he possessed. With renewed determination, he charged into battle, fighting fiercely as if he too had wings. The warrior's courage turned the tide of the conflict, and he emerged victorious, forever grateful to the Crut for guiding him through the darkness. In modern interpretations, the Crut continues to hold a special place in Thai culture. It is often depicted in art, dance, and literature, embodying the same themes of bravery and valor that have been cherished for generations. Artists capture the bird's majestic flight in vibrant paintings, showcasing its strength and grace against the backdrop of a stunning landscape. Dancers adorn themselves in elaborate costumes, mimicking the movements of the Crut, channeling its spirit as they perform. In literature, stories featuring the Crut inspire young minds, teaching them the values of courage, honor, and perseverance. The Crut is also associated with the Thai royal family, often appearing in royal insignia and heraldry. Its image is a testament to the strength and resilience of the Thai people. Just as the Crut watches over the land, the royal family is seen as a protector, a guiding force for the nation. The bird symbolizes the unity of the people, standing strong against any adversity that may arise. Stories of bravery associated with the Crut are woven into the fabric of Thai folklore, illustrating the profound connection between the bird and the human experience. One such story tells of a young girl who, during a time of crisis, bravely ventured into the forest to save her village from a looming threat. As she journeyed deeper into the woods, she felt small and insignificant, the weight of her task heavy upon her shoulders. Just when doubt threatened to consume her, she heard a rustling in the branches above. Looking up, she saw the Crut gliding gracefully through the trees. The sight filled her with a surge of hope. In that moment, she understood that she was not alone. The Crut became her guiding spirit, urging her to move forward. With newfound courage, she continued her quest, facing each challenge with the determination of the mighty bird. Her bravery inspired others, and together, they overcame the darkness that threatened to engulf their home. The Crut's influence lingered long after the battle was won, serving as a reminder that anyone can find strength within themselves when they truly believe. In the hearts of the Thai people, the Crut remains a powerful symbol of resilience. When faced with life's challenges, many look to the skies, seeking the presence of this majestic bird. The Crut represents not only the strength to face adversity but also the ability to rise above it, transforming struggle into triumph. Its stories serve as a source of inspiration, encouraging individuals to embrace their own journeys, no matter how daunting they may seem. As night falls and the stars begin to twinkle in the sky, the Crut's spirit lingers in the air. Villagers gather around fires, sharing stories of the bird's bravery and the lessons learned from its flight. The tales echo through the night, intertwining the past with the present, reminding everyone of the importance of courage, unity, and the unbreakable bond between humanity and nature. In moments of doubt or fear, the Crut serves as a beacon of hope, guiding those who seek its strength. Its essence is woven into the fabric of Thai identity, a reminder that bravery resides in everyone. When the winds blow and the skies darken, the spirit of the Crut shines brightly, illuminating the path for those willing to take flight. In the face of adversity, it encourages the brave to soar high, proving that even in the darkest times, the light of courage can guide the way. In the quiet corners of Thai folklore, there exists a spirit known as the Chow Te, a figure that bridges the world of the living and the afterlife. This legendary being holds a special place in the hearts of many, embodying the mysteries of death and the reverence for ancestors. The Chow Te is often depicted as a gentle, shadowy presence, evoking both fear and fascination. It walks the line between the known and the unknown, reminding us of the fragility of life and the importance of honoring those who have come before us. The Chow Te is often believed to be a spirit of the deceased who returns to the earthly realm, watching over their loved ones. In Thai culture, where family and ancestral ties are held sacred, the Chow Te represents the continuation of life after death. Many people believe that this spirit offers guidance and protection, ensuring that the living are cared for even when their loved ones have passed on. This bond between the living and the dead is a comforting thought, especially during times of loss and grief. It reinforces the idea that love does not end with death. Instead, it transforms, lingering in the air like a soft whisper. In Buddhist beliefs, the afterlife is not a destination but a journey, and the Chow Te plays a significant role in this process. It is said that the spirit assists souls as they navigate the realms of existence, guiding them toward peace and enlightenment. When a person dies, the Chow Te may help them transition into the next life, reminding them of the importance of their deeds and the love they shared during their time on earth. This connection to the afterlife fosters a sense of continuity, allowing the living to find solace in the idea that their loved ones are never truly gone. Stories of interaction with the Chow Te abound in Thai culture, each one woven with emotion and meaning. One tale tells of a grieving mother who lost her young son. Overwhelmed by sorrow, she spent her days wandering the village, searching for any sign of him. One night, as she wept beneath a large banyan tree, she felt a gentle breeze brush against her cheek. In that moment, she sensed a presence beside her. It was the Chow Te, appearing to comfort her in her time of need. The Chow Te whispered softly, reassuring the mother that her son was at peace and would always be with her in spirit. The mother felt an overwhelming warmth envelop her, lifting the weight of her sorrow. In her heart, she understood that love transcended the boundaries of life and death. From that day forward, she honored her son through small acts of kindness, believing that he watched over her, guiding her along the way. In another story, a young man faced a terrible storm while traveling home one night. The winds howled, and the rain poured down like a curtain, obscuring his path. He felt panic rise within him, but then he recalled the teachings of his grandmother about the Chow Te. He called out to the spirit, asking for guidance. Suddenly, the storm seemed to calm, and the clouds parted, revealing a soft glow ahead. The young man followed the light, which led him safely home. Upon arriving, he knelt and offered a prayer of gratitude to the Chow Te. This experience changed him forever. He learned to respect the unseen forces in the world and understood that the Chow Te was not merely a legend, but a living connection to the past. Each time he felt lost or afraid, he remembered the spirit that guided him through the darkness. The stories of the Chow Te often carry deep moral lessons, teaching the importance of compassion and connection. In Thai culture, it is customary to honor the dead during festivals and rituals, demonstrating love and respect for ancestors. People light incense and offer food, believing that these gestures invite the spirits to join them for a brief moment. The Chow Te, as a representative of those who have passed, becomes part of these sacred gatherings, embodying the belief that the dead are still a vital part of family life. In many homes, you can find a small altar dedicated to ancestors, adorned with photographs and offerings. Families come together to share memories, laughter, and tears, feeling the presence of the Chow Te among them. This sense of connection creates a tapestry of love that spans generations. The Chow Te serves as a reminder that while life may bring loss, it also brings the gift of memory and the strength to carry on. As the sun sets and darkness envelopes the land, the spirit of the Chow Te walks among the living, a silent guardian watching over those it loves. It whispers to them in their dreams, guiding their steps and filling their hearts with warmth. The Chow Te embodies the essence of what it means to remember, to cherish, and to love unconditionally. In the end, the stories of the Chow Te resonate deeply within the hearts of those who hear them. They remind us that even in the face of loss, there is hope and a profound connection that transcends the physical realm. The Chow Te teaches that love is eternal and that the bonds we share with our loved ones do not vanish, they simply transform, continuing to inspire and guide us as we navigate the journey of life. In the heart of Thai mythology, the Rousi stand as timeless figures, shrouded in mystery and wisdom. These hermits, often depicted with long hair and weathered skin, embody the pursuit of knowledge and the mastery of spiritual power. They are not just reclusive figures hiding away in the mountains or forests, they are powerful beings who connect the earthly realm with the divine. The tales of Rousi echo through generations, filled with lessons of strength, resilience, and the deep connection to nature. The Rousi are believed to possess remarkable abilities. Their powers often stem from intense meditation and profound understanding of the universe. With a simple gaze, they can see beyond the ordinary, tapping into the energies that surround us. It is said that their knowledge of herbs, healing, and magic enables them to cure ailments and bestow blessings. When people are in need, they look to the Rousi for guidance, hoping to learn the secrets of health and happiness. Their wisdom, earned through years of solitude and contemplation, gives them an almost mythical status among the people. These hermits are closely tied to the practice of meditation, a cornerstone of Thai culture. Meditation is not just a practice, it is a way of life for many, offering solace in a chaotic world. The Rousi teach that stillness is where true power lies. In quieting the mind, one can hear the whispers of the universe and find peace amidst turmoil. Families gather to share stories of the Rousi, encouraging the younger generations to embrace meditation and mindfulness. It is a tradition that strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of community. One story tells of a village beset by misfortune. Crops failed, and illness spread like wildfire. Desperate, the villagers sought the help of a renowned Rousi known for his healing abilities. The villagers climbed steep hills and crossed rivers, determined to find the hermit. When they finally reached his dwelling, they found him sitting under a giant tree, surrounded by nature's beauty. He welcomed them, his presence calming their fears. The Rousi listened patiently as they shared their troubles. With a gentle smile, he instructed them to gather herbs from the forest, teaching them which ones to use for healing. But he also emphasized the importance of their thoughts and feelings. "Heal your hearts, and your land will heal with you," he said. He guided them through meditation, helping them connect with their inner strength and the energy of the earth. After following his guidance, the villagers returned to their homes, tending to their crops with renewed hope and vigor. They practiced meditation together, supporting each other through the challenges. Slowly but surely, their fortunes changed. The rains returned, and the land flourished. They never forgot the lessons of the Rousi and passed down the stories of his wisdom to their children, who continued to honor the hermit's teachings. The influence of the Rousi extends beyond personal stories. In the cultural fabric of Thailand, they are celebrated in festivals, art, and rituals. Statues of Rousi adorn temples, reminding people of their significance in the spiritual landscape. Many Thai dancers incorporate the movements and postures of the Rousi in their performances, reflecting their connection to the divine. During traditional festivals, people often invite Rousi spirits into their celebrations. They believe that these spirits bring blessings of prosperity, health, and knowledge. The air is filled with the sounds of chanting, prayers, and laughter as families gather to honor the hermits. Children eagerly listen to tales of Rousi and mimic their wise gestures, embracing the idea that they, too, can tap into that power. The Rousi also symbolize a path of introspection and growth. In a world that often rushes forward, their teachings encourage people to pause and reflect. The value of solitude and connection with nature reminds everyone that true strength comes from within. This connection resonates deeply, encouraging many to seek their own paths of understanding, whether through meditation, nature walks, or quiet moments of reflection. In homes across Thailand, images of Rousi serve as reminders of their teachings. People light incense and place offerings at small altars, inviting their wisdom into everyday life. The stories of Rousi serve as gentle nudges, encouraging individuals to look inward, embrace compassion, and find balance. Through these practices, the spirit of the Rousi lives on, inspiring generations to seek knowledge and to understand the interconnectedness of all beings. There is a legend about a young girl who sought the wisdom of the Rousi. Feeling lost and disconnected, she wandered through the forest, calling out for guidance. After a long search, she found a Rousi sitting peacefully by a tranquil stream. He looked up, his eyes filled with understanding. The girl shared her fears and insecurities, feeling vulnerable before the wise hermit. The Rousi listened intently, nodding as she spoke. When she finished, he gently placed his hand on her shoulder and said, "You are never alone. Look within, for your heart knows the way." He guided her through meditation, helping her connect with her breath and the energy flowing around her. As she closed her eyes, she felt a wave of warmth and love surround her. In that moment, she understood that her struggles were part of a larger journey, one that would lead her to strength and purpose. When she opened her eyes, the world seemed brighter. The forest was alive with color and sound, reflecting the joy she felt within. She thanked the Rousi and returned home, carrying his words in her heart. From that day forward, she practiced meditation and shared her experiences with others. Inspired by the Rousi, she became a guide for those seeking peace and connection, embodying the very wisdom she had received. The tales of the Rousi continue to resonate, weaving through the lives of those who seek understanding and inner strength. They remind us that while life can be challenging, there is always a path to healing and growth. The Rousi serve as symbols of hope, guiding us to embrace the beauty within ourselves and the world around us. Under the moonlight, whispers of laughter and mischief dance through the night air. These sounds come from the Popo, playful spirits known for their cunning tricks and light-hearted pranks. Though they are often seen as mischievous, the Popo hold a deeper significance in Thai culture. They remind us of the importance of joy, community, and the lessons learned from the unexpected twists of life. The Popo are not your typical spirits, they are filled with energy and playfulness. Often described as small, they love to hide in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise those who wander too close. The stories of their antics circulate through villages, bringing smiles and a hint of caution. People share tales around campfires, recounting how the Popo once tied someone's shoelaces together or led a lost traveler in circles until dawn. These encounters, though sometimes frustrating, are ultimately seen as good-natured fun. One tale tells of a farmer who worked tirelessly from sunrise to sunset. One day, exhausted and yearning for a moment of peace, he decided to rest beneath a large tree. As he dozed off, the Popo noticed his vulnerability. With playful glee, they snuck up and began rearranging his tools. When the farmer awoke, he found his plow missing and his hoe hanging from a branch. Confused but amused, he couldn't help but chuckle at the situation. He spent the next hours searching for his tools, all while hearing the distant giggles of the Popo, who watched from their hiding spots. This incident taught him the importance of lightheartedness and that even in hard work, joy could be found. As the Popo's tales spread, they served as reminders of the balance between seriousness and play. In a society that often emphasizes hard work and discipline, these spirits encourage laughter and spontaneity. They reflect a cultural understanding that life is not only about responsibilities, but also about the joys that come with shared laughter and community. The Popo are not just symbols of mischief, they also serve as mirrors for societal morals and values. They embody the idea that one's actions have consequences. Many stories tell of individuals who disregard the warnings of elders or dismiss the value of community, only to find themselves at the mercy of the Popo's playful tricks. For instance, a young man who thought himself clever enough to cheat others quickly learned that the Popo would not tolerate his dishonesty. After a series of humorous yet embarrassing events, like his clothes mysteriously disappearing when he tried to impress a crowd, he was left with a valuable lesson about integrity. In another tale, a group of children decided to play pranks on their unsuspecting parents. They hid behind trees, mimicking animal sounds and causing chaos. Little did they know that the Popo were watching, ready to teach them a lesson. The next day, the children woke up to find their favorite toys missing. In their panic, they realized how their pranks had led to unnecessary trouble. The Popo had turned the tables, reminding them that mischief could easily come back around. By the end of the day, the children apologized to their parents, understanding the importance of respect and kindness. Through these stories, the Popo illustrate how playfulness and mischief are integral to the human experience. They remind everyone of the joy in life's unpredictability and the necessity of humility. When people encounter the Popo, they often reflect on their own behaviors and attitudes. It's a gentle nudge to be mindful of one's actions and to recognize the laughter that can arise even from mistakes. The Popo's role in Thai culture extends beyond mere storytelling. Festivals often feature playful activities that pay homage to these spirits. Children participate in games that celebrate their playful nature, and communities come together to share laughter and joy. In these moments, people learn not only about the Popo but also about the strength of community bonds. The spirit of the Popo lives on in these gatherings, reinforcing the values of friendship, trust, and the joy of being together. During one festival, villagers decided to honor the Popo by hosting a day filled with games, laughter, and storytelling. Everyone was encouraged to dress up as their favorite spirit, transforming the village into a colorful celebration. As the sun set, children danced under twinkling lights, their laughter echoing through the night. Amidst the festivities, an elderly woman shared a story about a Popo who once helped her find her lost son during a difficult time. The tale reminded everyone of the Popo's dual nature as both tricksters and guardians. The Popo are not just figures of fun, they also serve as a reminder to cherish every moment. In a fast-paced world, where people often forget to pause, the Popo encourage a balance between work and play. They teach us that life is fleeting, and finding joy in small moments can lead to lasting happiness. These spirits inspire creativity, encouraging everyone to find delight in everyday life. In one touching story, a grandmother recounted how the Popo once led her to a beautiful field filled with wildflowers while she was lost in the woods. She had been worried and anxious, but the spirit's light-hearted nature guided her to beauty she never expected to find. When she returned home, she shared the flowers with her family, creating a moment of joy that would be remembered for generations. This encounter became a cherished family story, symbolizing hope and resilience. Through their mischievous nature, the Popo remind everyone that life is a tapestry woven with laughter, love, and lessons. They teach that even when faced with challenges, there is always room for joy. Encounters with the Popo may be unpredictable, but they leave a lasting impact, encouraging people to embrace life's uncertainties with open hearts and laughter. As the tales of the Popo continue to circulate, their spirit lives on in every laugh, every shared moment of joy, and every lesson learned. They remind everyone that it's not just about the destination but also about the journey, filled with unexpected twists, heartwarming connections, and the lightness that makes life truly magical. As the sun rises on the Thai New Year, a wave of excitement fills the air, blending with the sounds of laughter and joy. It is Songkran, a festival that transforms the streets into rivers of water and the hearts of the people into vessels of joy and celebration. During this vibrant time, the spirit of mythical creatures dances through the celebrations, weaving tales of history, culture, and spirituality into the fabric of the festivities. In Thailand, water is not just a necessity, it holds deep significance. It symbolizes purification, renewal, and the washing away of the past. As families gather to celebrate, they splash water on one another, not only for fun but as a sacred act of cleansing. This playful exchange is a way to release the burdens of the previous year and welcome the new with open hearts. Amid this joyful chaos, the presence of mythical creatures reminds everyone of the rich stories and traditions that shape Thai identity. Among the celebrated creatures during Songkran is the Naga, a magnificent serpent-like being often associated with water and fertility. Legend tells that the Naga resides in rivers and lakes, watching over the water and the life it sustains. During Songkran, many people will create altars with Naga sculptures, adorned with flowers and candles, as offerings to invoke blessings for the coming year. Families express gratitude to the Naga for its guardianship, acknowledging its vital role in their lives. The sight of these statues, glistening with water and sunlight, evokes a sense of connection to the spirit of nature that flows through the festival. Another creature that often takes center stage is the Garuda, a majestic bird that symbolizes strength and protection. In many Thai homes, pictures or statues of the Garuda can be found, serving as guardians against misfortune. During Songkran, stories of the Garuda's bravery are told to inspire courage and resilience. Children, with eyes wide open, listen as their grandparents recount tales of how the Garuda soared through the skies, bringing hope and joy to those below. The image of this mighty bird, often seen against the backdrop of bright blue skies, fills everyone with a sense of wonder and pride. As water splashes and laughter echoes through the streets, the songs of mythical creatures blend with the sounds of celebration. The rhythmic beat of drums and the cheerful melodies of traditional instruments create an atmosphere filled with joy. People of all ages join in the festivities, pouring water on one another with smiles and shouts of happiness. These shared moments not only strengthen the bonds of family and friendship, but also bring the community together, reinforcing the idea that happiness is found in unity and togetherness. The legends surrounding the Songkran festival are rich and varied. One of the most touching stories is that of Mae Nak, the spirit of a woman who died in childbirth but remained connected to her family and home. Her love for her husband transcended death, and she became a guardian spirit of the area. During Songkran, many people pay homage to Mae Nak, pouring water in her memory, honoring the love that knows no boundaries. The act of pouring water symbolizes not just remembrance but also the belief that her spirit brings blessings and protection to the home. As families gather to celebrate, the story of the Kinnaree, the spirit of the river, also comes to life. Known as the giver of life, the Kinnaree embodies the essence of water that nourishes crops and sustains communities. During Songkran, it is common for people to visit the river, where they pour water as a sign of gratitude and respect. They believe that the Kinnaree watches over them, ensuring their safety and prosperity in the new year. The act of connecting with this spirit serves as a reminder of the deep bond between the people and nature, emphasizing the importance of stewardship for the land and its resources. The significance of water in Songkran extends beyond its role as a playful element. It is also seen as a source of spiritual cleansing. As families and friends gather to splash water, they are reminded of the cleansing power that water holds. It washes away not just dirt, but also negativity, stress, and sorrow. In this way, the festival becomes a healing ritual, offering everyone a chance to start anew. Children playfully throwing water at one another symbolize the innocence and joy of youth, while adults share laughter and joy, reinforcing the idea that life is meant to be celebrated together. During the celebrations, various rituals take place, each one steeped in meaning. The pouring of water over Buddha statues symbolizes respect and devotion. People believe that by doing so, they receive blessings for the year ahead. This act of reverence is not just a tradition, it's a heartfelt gesture that reflects the deep-rooted beliefs in the power of water to purify and bring good fortune. The sound of water cascading over stone is like a soothing melody, echoing the hopes and dreams of all who participate. The stories of mythical creatures and the rituals of Songkran create a tapestry of emotions that touch everyone's heart. The warmth of family gatherings, the laughter of children, and the peaceful reflection on traditions all contribute to the spirit of the festival. As the water flows freely, so do the memories of past celebrations, interwoven with hopes for the future. The magic of Songkran lies not only in its joyful celebrations, but also in its ability to connect generations through shared stories, beliefs, and love. Every splash of water during Songkran is more than just fun. It is a celebration of life, love, and community. As families come together, they create memories that will last a lifetime. Each water fight, each laughter-filled moment, is a reminder that despite the challenges life may bring, there is always room for joy. The mythical creatures that inspire these celebrations serve as symbols of hope, strength, and resilience, enriching the tapestry of Thai culture. As the sun sets on the final day of Songkran, the streets slowly dry, but the spirit of the festival lingers in the hearts of all who participated. The echoes of laughter and joy become cherished memories, woven into the fabric of family stories that will be told for generations. The mythical creatures, too, continue to live on, reminding everyone of the power of love, community, and the transformative magic of water. In the heart of Thailand, the spirit of Songkran shines brightly, a celebration of life and the enduring bonds that unite us all. In the heart of Thailand, the air is thick with stories that have been whispered from one generation to the next. These tales, rich with the presence of mythical creatures, hold a special place in the culture, weaving together threads of history, morality, and wonder. The stories invite listeners of all ages into a world where the extraordinary becomes ordinary, where animals speak, spirits walk among humans, and the boundaries between reality and magic blur. Each folktale serves as a mirror reflecting the hopes, fears, and values of the people, making them resonate deeply with those who hear them. One of the most beloved folktales features the enchanting Naga, a serpent-like creature revered for its beauty and power. In this tale, the Naga protects the rivers and lakes, embodying the spirit of water itself. The story unfolds around a young farmer who, while fishing, finds himself in grave danger as he struggles against a fierce current. Just as despair threatens to consume him, the Naga appears, its shimmering scales reflecting the sunlight like jewels. With a gentle swish of its tail, the Naga rescues the farmer, teaching him a vital lesson about respect for nature and its guardians. This folktale, rich with vivid imagery, not only entertains but also instills a sense of responsibility for the environment, reminding listeners of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. In another cherished story, the Garuda takes center stage as the fierce protector of both gods and humans. Known for its incredible speed and strength, the Garuda embarks on a quest to rescue a kidnapped princess from the clutches of a malevolent spirit. As the tale unfolds, the bravery of the Garuda inspires everyone in the village, especially the young children who listen wide-eyed, absorbing the powerful message of courage and determination. The story teaches that true strength lies not just in physical power but also in the willingness to protect those we love, echoing a universal theme that resonates deeply in the hearts of the young and old alike. The tales of the Canara and Canari, half-bird, half-human beings, further illuminate the richness of Thai folklore. Their stories are woven with themes of love, beauty, and sacrifice. In one particularly touching tale, a Canari falls in love with a human prince. Their love blossoms under the moonlight, but societal pressures threaten to tear them apart. The Canari's sacrifice for love serves as a poignant reminder of the strength of the heart and the lengths one will go to for the sake of love. This story, filled with emotion, teaches about the importance of following one's heart while also honoring the bonds that tie us to our families and communities. Yet, not all tales are sweet and gentle. The Phai Pop, a fearsome vampire spirit, emerges in stories that evoke both fear and intrigue. Legends describe encounters with the Phai Pop, which is said to prey on the unsuspecting. In one chilling tale, a young girl finds herself alone at night and feels an eerie presence watching her. Just as panic sets in, her grandmother's voice echoes in her mind, reminding her of the importance of staying close to family and home. This story serves not only as a thrilling adventure but also as a cautionary tale, emphasizing the values of safety, community, and the lessons that come from the wisdom of elders. Through the fear inspired by the Phai Pop, listeners learn to cherish the love and protection of family, creating a lasting impact. As these stories are passed down, they change slightly, reflecting the values and experiences of each generation. The morals embedded in these tales often serve as guideposts, teaching essential life lessons. Whether it's the importance of kindness, bravery, respect for nature, or the power of love, each folktale carries a message meant to resonate with those who hear it. In a rapidly changing world, these stories offer a connection to the past, grounding individuals in their cultural identity and values. The role of storytelling in Thai culture is vital. Elders gather children around them, sharing tales under the stars, the flickering light of candles casting shadows that dance on the walls. In these moments, children learn not just the stories but also the values they carry. They hear the laughter, feel the tension, and learn to empathize with the characters, developing their moral compass through the experiences of others. The storytelling tradition nurtures imagination, allowing young minds to explore faraway places and magical realms while also instilling respect for their cultural heritage. Cultural relevance is key to understanding the transmission of these stories. In times of change, when modern influences threaten to overshadow tradition, these folktales serve as a bridge connecting the old with the new. Festivals, gatherings, and community events often feature performances of these stories, where dancers and actors bring the characters to life. The vibrant costumes and expressive movements capture the attention of both young and old, reinforcing the story's significance in contemporary society. They remind everyone that even as life evolves, the heart of culture remains deeply rooted in shared tales. Through every twist and turn of these enchanting narratives, the connection between the people and their mythical creatures becomes palpable. Each character represents a facet of humanity: strength, love, fear, and hope. The stories invite listeners to reflect on their own lives, encouraging them to seek the good within themselves and the world around them. The lessons learned resonate long after the last word is spoken, lingering in the hearts of those who have experienced the magic of Thai folklore. In these stories of mythical creatures, a sense of wonder takes flight. They capture the essence of human experience, offering lessons wrapped in adventure and emotion. The laughter and tears shared through storytelling create bonds that transcend generations, ensuring that the spirit of Thai culture continues to thrive. As the tales are told and retold, they evolve, yet their core messages remain timeless, lighting the way for all who hear them. The heart of these folk tales, rich with mythical beings and profound morals, serves as a treasure that enriches the lives of those who embrace them. Through the magic of storytelling, the spirit of Thai folklore lives on, reminding everyone of the beauty and complexity of life, love, and community. Every brushstroke and chisel mark in Thai art whispers stories of ancient beings, imbuing life into the enchanting creatures of myth. As you stand before a traditional mural or a modern sculpture, there's an undeniable connection that pulls you in, almost as if the artwork breathes with the spirit of the past. Each piece serves as a vibrant window into a world where mythical beings dance through the imagination, reflecting the heart and soul of Thai culture. In traditional Thai art, mythical creatures such as the Garuda, Naga, and Canara spring to life with incredible detail and vivid colors. These artworks are not merely decorations, they are profound expressions of beliefs and values. For instance, the Garuda, often depicted with wings spread wide and fierce eyes, symbolizes strength and protection. Its majestic presence can be seen in temples, where it serves as a guardian, warding off negative energies and offering blessings to the faithful. The meticulous attention to detail in the feathers, claws, and facial expressions conveys a sense of power and majesty, capturing the essence of this revered creature. The Naga, with its sinuous body and shimmering scales, tells tales of water and fertility. Artisans depict the Naga coiling gracefully, embodying both beauty and danger. In temple murals, the Naga is often seen entwined around sacred trees or rivers, reminding worshippers of its dual role as a protector and a force of nature. The swirling patterns and fluid lines that artists use to represent the Naga evoke the movement of water, symbolizing the life-giving essence that flows through the land. Observers can almost hear the gentle ripples of water, feel the cool mist, and sense the nurturing power that the Naga embodies. As you wander through galleries and temples, you encounter Canara and Canari, the half-bird, half-human beings that soar through the skies of imagination. Their delicate forms, adorned with intricate jewelry and flowing garments, evoke themes of love and beauty. In artworks, Kinnaree is often depicted dancing gracefully, her wings extended in an elegant pose, inviting viewers to experience the joy and transcendence of love. These figures serve as a reminder of the harmony between humanity and nature, expressing a deep appreciation for beauty that transcends the physical world. Contemporary Thai artists continue to draw inspiration from these mythical creatures, infusing their works with fresh perspectives while respecting traditional roots. Paintings and sculptures emerge, blending old and new, where the Naga may swim through vibrant abstract colors or the Garuda may be represented in a modern, geometric form. This evolution allows younger generations to connect with their heritage while also exploring their own artistic identities. Each piece tells a story, bridging the gap between past and present, allowing the viewer to reflect on the enduring significance of these creatures in contemporary society. The influence of mythical creatures extends beyond paintings and sculptures. They are woven into the very fabric of Thai architecture. Temples, with their soaring spires and intricate carvings, often feature elaborate depictions of these beings, showcasing their importance in religious and cultural practices. The roofs of traditional Thai houses may be adorned with sculptures of Garuda or Naga, symbolizing protection and prosperity. As you walk through these architectural marvels, you can feel the weight of history and the belief that these creatures offer blessings and safeguard the space within. Each artistic representation carries symbolic meanings that resonate with the values and beliefs of Thai society. The Garuda, a symbol of royalty, is often depicted in regal poses, reminding people of the strength and dignity associated with the monarchy. In contrast, the Naga embodies the connection to water, fertility, and the cycles of life, teaching respect for nature and its resources. The Canara and Canari, representing love and beauty, remind individuals of the importance of harmony in relationships and the pursuit of aesthetic experiences. Even in everyday life, these mythical beings appear in various forms. From intricately designed textiles to decorative ceramics, the presence of these creatures enriches the Thai experience, making the ordinary extraordinary. Each piece tells a story, conveying morals and values that have been passed down through generations. The beauty of these creations is not just in their form, but in the emotions they evoke, an appreciation for love, respect for nature, and the pursuit of harmony. As you observe these representations, it's hard not to feel a connection to the stories behind them. Each creature carries the hopes, dreams, and fears of the people, offering lessons that are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. The art serves as a reminder of the shared human experience, where joy and sorrow, love and loss intertwine. In the vibrant colors and intricate details, there lies a heartbeat, a pulse of culture that transcends time. Art is a powerful medium that reflects society, and the representation of mythical creatures in Thai art encapsulates the essence of a culture steeped in history and spirituality. Each piece invites viewers to reflect on their own lives, encouraging them to find beauty in the world around them and to recognize the connections between humanity and the mystical. As the stories of these creatures continue to unfold through art, they remind everyone that they are part of a larger tapestry, woven together by shared experiences, values, and the timeless lessons of love, strength, and resilience. In the end, standing before these artworks becomes a deeply personal experience. Each viewer finds their own meaning, feeling the emotions that these mythical beings evoke. Whether it's the awe inspired by the Garuda's strength, the serenity of the Naga's grace, or the joy in the Kinnarare's dance, the impact of these representations lingers long after one leaves the gallery or temple. They capture the imagination, ignite the heart, and connect individuals to the rich cultural heritage that defines Thailand. The artistry breathes life into the myths, ensuring that the stories of these mythical creatures continue to inspire generations to come. The air is thick with anticipation as vibrant decorations fill the streets, and the sounds of laughter and music echo through the towns and villages of Thailand. Every year, people gather to celebrate festivals that honor mythical creatures, bringing to life stories and traditions that have shaped their culture for generations. These festivals are not just events, they are powerful expressions of community identity and the rich tapestry of beliefs that bind people together. One of the most renowned festivals is Songkran, the Thai New Year celebration, which takes place in April. During this time, the spirit of renewal is palpable as families come together to sprinkle water on each other, symbolizing the cleansing of sins and the washing away of the past year's misfortunes. The Naga, a serpent-like creature often associated with water, plays a central role in the celebrations. Many believe that the Naga brings rain and fertility to the land. As people pour water over statues of the Buddha, they also pay homage to the Naga, thanking it for its blessings. The atmosphere is electric, filled with joy and the promise of new beginnings, as children and adults alike splash water joyfully, their laughter ringing out like music in the warm sun. Another significant festival is Loi Krathong, celebrated on the full moon of the 12th month. During this enchanting night, people gather by rivers and lakes to float beautiful lotus-shaped baskets, known as Crut, adorned with flowers, candles, and incense. The ritual symbolizes letting go of negativity and making wishes for the future. The connection to the mythical creatures deepens as many believe that the goddess of water, Mae Nak, blesses those who release Crut into her waters. Families share stories of the Naga and other spirits, recounting how they watch over the floating baskets, guiding them to safety. As the flickering candles drift away on the water, the sight creates a magical glow, illuminating faces filled with hope and dreams. In the northern region of Thailand, the Bun Pha Wet Festival celebrates the legend of the Buddha's former life as Prince Vesantara. During this time, mythical creatures like the Garuda and the elephant are depicted in parades and performances, symbolizing strength and abundance. The locals come together, dressed in vibrant costumes, to reenact tales of bravery and sacrifice. The air is filled with the scent of delicious food and the sound of traditional music as the community bonds over their shared heritage. Each dance and performance reflects the values they hold dear, reinforcing a sense of belonging that transcends individual differences. These festivals are more than just celebrations, they are opportunities for communities to come together, reinforcing cultural ties and creating a sense of belonging. The preparation for these events involves everyone, from young children learning traditional dances to elders sharing stories from their past. As families and neighbors collaborate to create floats, decorations, and costumes, the spirit of unity blossoms. The sense of togetherness is palpable, a beautiful reminder that they are all part of something greater than themselves. During the festivals, local artisans display their crafts, showcasing the intricate designs inspired by mythical creatures. The paintings, sculptures, and textiles not only reflect the beauty of these beings, but also serve as reminders of the stories and values passed down through generations. People take pride in their heritage, feeling a sense of responsibility to keep these traditions alive. The air buzzes with excitement as stories are shared, laughter fills the streets, and friendships deepen. It's a time when the past intertwines with the present, creating a bond that is both heartwarming and empowering. The significance of these festivals reaches beyond the immediate celebrations. They act as a way for communities to pass on cultural values and lessons to younger generations. Children learn about the Naga's connection to water and fertility, and how the Garuda represents protection and strength. These teachings are woven into the fabric of daily life, reinforcing moral lessons that guide individuals in their actions and decisions. The festivals serve as a living classroom where tradition meets modernity, creating a space for growth and understanding. Moreover, the impact of these festivals extends to tourism, bringing visitors from all around the world to witness the beauty and vibrancy of Thai culture. As tourists participate in the celebrations, they gain insight into the values and beliefs that shape the community. The exchange of cultures fosters mutual respect and appreciation as stories of mythical creatures travel beyond borders, enriching the global tapestry of folklore and tradition. As the sun sets and lanterns begin to twinkle, the atmosphere transforms into a serene celebration of hope and unity. People gather to share their experiences, reflecting on the power of mythical creatures in their lives. The stories of the Naga, Garuda, and other beings resonate in their hearts, serving as reminders of the strength that lies within the community. In these moments of joy and reflection, the festivals become a powerful force for healing and connection. They remind everyone that they are not alone in their struggles and triumphs, but part of a larger family bound by shared experiences and beliefs. The laughter, the music, the rituals, all create a sense of belonging that touches the soul. And every splash of water during Songkran, every krathong set afloat during Loi Krathong, and every dance performed during Bun Pha Wet, the spirit of community thrives. The role of mythical creatures in these festivals is profound, serving as symbols of hope, protection, and unity. As communities gather to honor these beings, they strengthen their identities and celebrate their heritage. The festivals illuminate the importance of connection, reminding everyone that no matter where they come from, the stories of love, bravery, and resilience unite them all. In this shared celebration of life, the heart of Thai culture beats strong, echoing the stories of the past while embracing the promise of the future. In the quiet corners of libraries and the bustling streets of markets, the tales of mythical creatures weave through the hearts and minds of the Thai people. From ancient times to the present, these beings have danced their way into the pages of literature, inspiring generations with their enchanting stories. The influence of mythical creatures on Thai literature is a testament to the power of imagination and the deep-rooted beliefs that shape culture. As the sun sets and the cool breeze carries whispers of old stories, the legendary figures like the Naga, Garuda, and Canara come alive in the written word. One of the most cherished literary works is the Ramayana, known in Thailand as Ramakien. This epic poem tells the story of the hero Rama, his love for Sita, and the battle against the demon king Ravana. The colorful characters, including the mighty Garuda and the enchanting Canara, embody virtues such as bravery, loyalty, and love. Through their adventures, readers are transported to a world where good triumphs over evil, and every choice matters. The beauty of the Ramakian lies not only in its poetic verses, but also in how it reflects the values that are central to Thai culture. As the years flowed by, the representation of these mythical beings in literature evolved. In the past, stories were shared orally, passed from one generation to the next by grandmothers and fathers under the stars. Each retelling would take on new forms, adapting to the listener's imagination and the ever-changing world around them. These stories served as both entertainment and moral lessons, teaching children about the importance of integrity, kindness, and courage. With the advent of written literature, these myths found a more permanent home. Authors began to explore the depths of these characters, delving into their motivations and struggles. For instance, the Canara and Canari, half-bird and half-human beings, became symbols of love and beauty. They often represented the yearning of the heart and the struggles that come with it. In novels and poems, their stories reflect the challenges of finding love in a world that can be cruel and unforgiving. Readers feel the ache of longing and the joy of connection, emotions that resonate deeply across time. In modern literature, the influence of mythical creatures continues to thrive. Contemporary writers draw inspiration from these age-old tales, infusing them with modern themes and perspectives. Books filled with vibrant imagery of Naga rising from the depths of rivers and Garuda soaring through the skies remind readers of the beauty and magic that surrounds them. These stories weave together the old and the new, creating a tapestry that honors tradition while embracing change. The powerful imagery of mythical creatures in literature also serves as a lens through which to view the world. Many authors use these beings to address social issues, exploring themes of identity, belonging, and resilience. Through the eyes of a Canara navigating the challenges of love, readers can reflect on their own relationships and struggles. These connections breathe life into the characters, allowing them to resonate with readers on a personal level. The mythical becomes relatable, inviting all into the realm of emotion and understanding. As children gather to listen to stories read aloud, the atmosphere transforms into one of wonder and curiosity. The words leap from the pages, carrying young minds to places where Naga guards the rivers and Garuda defends the skies. These tales plant seeds of imagination, inspiring the next generation to create their own stories. In classrooms and homes, discussions arise about the morals embedded in these narratives, lessons about courage, sacrifice, and the complexities of love. The relationship between mythical creatures and Thai literature is also evident in the celebration of literary festivals. These events bring together writers, poets, and storytellers to share their works inspired by folklore and mythology. As audiences gather to listen, the stories of the past intertwine with the creativity of the present. The energy in the air is electric, with laughter and applause echoing as authors bring their characters to life. Here, the presence of mythical creatures transcends the written word, creating a vibrant community united by shared stories. Moreover, the influence of these creatures is felt beyond the pages of books. Thai theater and dance often incorporate the rich narratives surrounding mythical beings, blending literature with performing arts. The classic Khan dance drama, which depicts scenes from the Ramakian, captures the hearts of spectators as dancers embody the grace and strength of the characters. The intricate costumes and expressive movements breathe life into the stories, creating a visual feast that enchants audiences of all ages. As these performances unfold, the spirit of the mythical creatures fills the room. The audience watches, entranced, as the struggles and triumphs of characters unfold before them. With every dance, every gesture, and every line, the values and lessons encapsulated in these stories become alive. The mythical beings serve as powerful symbols, transcending time and place, reminding everyone of the importance of love, compassion, and courage. The impact of mythical creatures on modern Thai storytelling cannot be overstated. They inspire writers to create new worlds, challenge existing narratives, and reflect the complexity of human emotions. Each new story is a thread in a vast tapestry, connecting the past with the present. As literature continues to evolve, the essence of these mythical beings remains timeless, serving as a reminder of the beauty and richness of Thai culture. In a world where technology often overshadows traditional storytelling, the tales of mythical creatures offer a refuge of connection and imagination. The Naga, Garuda, Canara, and many others inspire not only the stories that fill the pages but also the hearts of those who read them. Each tale carries a piece of history, a glimpse into the values and beliefs that shape the fabric of Thai identity. As night falls and the stars twinkle above, the stories of mythical creatures continue to weave through the dreams of children and adults alike. The magic of these beings ignites a spark of creativity, encouraging everyone to embrace their own stories and share them with the world. In this beautiful dance of literature and mythology, the heart of Thailand beats on, rich with the echoes of the past and the promise of the future. In the heart of Southeast Asia, where lush jungles meet ancient temples and rivers flow like whispers of old tales, mythical creatures roam not just in Thai folklore but also in the stories of neighboring cultures. These beings, birthed from the imagination of our ancestors, bridge the gaps between societies, telling tales that resonate with humanity's deepest fears, hopes, and dreams. The stories may differ, but the feelings they evoke, wonder, fear, love, and courage, connect us all. In Thailand, the Naga, a serpent-like creature, symbolizes water and fertility, often guarding rivers and temples. This being is not just a figment of imagination, it represents the lifeblood of communities, especially in agricultural societies reliant on water. When the rains come, the people honor the Naga, believing it brings prosperity and abundance. But travel a little to the west, and you'll encounter the Naga of Indian mythology, a creature entwined in the rich tapestry of Hindu lore. The Naga here holds similar significance, representing water and protection, yet it also embodies chaos and danger. In both cultures, the Naga teaches a lesson about the delicate balance between respect and fear. As trade routes crisscross through the ages, stories exchanged hands along with goods. Merchants and travelers carried tales from one land to another, blending them into the fabric of their new homes. This mingling created unique hybrids of mythical creatures. For instance, in Myanmar, the Naga is revered as a guardian of the people, intertwined with the beliefs surrounding kingship and authority. In Thailand, the Naga's role is more aligned with water and nature, reflecting how each culture shapes its creatures to fit its values and experiences. Through trade, these stories traveled, yet their meanings transformed, echoing the voices of the people who embraced them. Similarly, the Garuda, a majestic bird, soars through the myths of both Thailand and Indonesia. In Thai culture, Garuda is a symbol of power and loyalty, often depicted as a protector of the Buddha. In Indonesia, this bird is part of the national emblem, embodying the spirit of freedom and strength. The themes of guardianship and sovereignty are shared, yet the Garuda's representation varies significantly, highlighting how different societies interpret the same mythical creature through their unique lenses. These comparisons reveal deeper connections between cultures. In the folklore of Laos, for instance, the Canara and Canari, half-bird, half-human beings, sing enchanting songs that fill the air with love and beauty. This echoes the Thai version, where Canara and Canari represent love and artistic expression. Yet, across borders, these creatures may take on different roles. In some stories, they can even act as mischievous tricksters. This highlights how love and beauty are celebrated universally, yet each culture adds its own twist to the tale. As cultures blend through trade and migration, the unique characteristics of mythical creatures often shine brighter. The Phai Pop, a Thai vampire, stands in stark contrast to the Western idea of a vampire. In Thai folklore, the Phai Pop is not just a creature of darkness, it embodies the fear of the unknown and the consequences of human actions. This reflects the values of community and morality deeply rooted in Thai culture. In contrast, Western vampires often symbolize desire and seduction, a reflection of individualism. Both evoke fear, but what they fear reflects their society's beliefs and values. In every story, There are themes that resonate on a universal level: the struggle between good and evil, the quest for love, and the balance between nature and humanity. These themes transcend cultural boundaries. Consider the themes of sacrifice and bravery, seen in the tales of heroes across different cultures. Thai legends often portray characters like Faram, who fights to protect his loved ones, while similar tales in Filipino folklore tell of heroes who confront great dangers for the sake of their families. Both cultures emphasize the importance of family and community, illustrating a shared human experience. While the similarities are poignant, the unique differences offer a glimpse into the hearts of each culture. For example, the legendary tales of the Chow Te, spirits in Thai folklore associated with the afterlife, highlight beliefs in honoring ancestors and maintaining connections with those who have passed. Meanwhile, in Vietnam, spirits like Ma Lai reflect fears of retribution and the consequences of wrongdoing. These differences illustrate how cultural beliefs shape perceptions of life and death, community, and the moral compass guiding human behavior. As the moon rises over the rice paddies, the stories of mythical creatures whisper through the fields. Children gather around their elders, eager for tales that bring laughter and shivers, filling their hearts with dreams of adventure. Each story, a thread woven into the larger tapestry of human experience, connects the past to the present and one culture to another. The mythical beings serve as reminders of shared struggles and triumphs, illuminating the path that has led to the present moment. Through this cross-cultural lens, we witness how deeply rooted beliefs can evolve, adapt, and flourish while maintaining the essence of what makes them uniquely beautiful. These comparisons allow us to see beyond borders, recognizing that, despite our differences, we share a common humanity enriched by the stories we tell. As we listen to these tales, we are reminded that the creatures of our myths and legends are not just characters in stories, they are reflections of our hopes, fears, and dreams, guiding us through life's complexities. In the grand tapestry of life, the threads of myth weave us all together, revealing connections that span centuries and cultures. They are a testament to the enduring power of storytelling, a gift passed down through generations. As the sun sets and the stars begin to twinkle, the stories of mythical creatures continue to resonate, breathing life into our dreams and connecting us to one another in ways that words alone cannot express. In the bustling streets of Bangkok, where the modern skyline pierces the heavens and the aroma of street food wafts through the air, ancient beliefs still pulse beneath the surface. Here, in this vibrant city, the whispers of mythical creatures echo through the lives of the people, reminding them of their rich heritage. These creatures are more than just figments of imagination, they are woven into the very fabric of Thai identity, influencing everything from festivals to popular media, and even the education system. As you walk through the markets, you can see images of the Naga and Garuda painted on stalls and temples, symbols of protection and strength. Many believe that these creatures watch over them, offering a sense of safety in a world that often feels chaotic. The presence of these ancient beings reminds people of their roots, anchoring them to a cultural identity that spans generations. The stories of these creatures are shared from parents to children, not just as folklore but as lessons that guide daily life. In Thai culture, the love for mythical creatures shines brightly in contemporary media. Films, cartoons, and books filled with these beings captivate young and old alike. Movies like Mae Nak, based on the haunting tale of Mae Nak, show the timeless allure of these stories. The film brings to life the themes of love and loss, drawing audiences into a world where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur. As people sit in the darkened theaters, their hearts race and their eyes glisten, connecting with the emotions that these stories evoke. Television series also draw on this rich tapestry of mythology, bringing legends like the Phaya Naga and Garuda into homes across the country. These shows not only entertain but also instill a sense of pride in cultural heritage. Viewers find themselves rooting for the heroes battling ancient evils, their hearts swelling with the thrill of adventure. In these moments, the characters become part of the audience's lives, connecting the present with the past in a powerful way. Tourism has also embraced these mythical creatures, using them to draw visitors from around the globe. Temples adorned with intricate carvings of the Naga and statues of the Garuda attract tourists eager to witness the magic of Thai mythology. Visitors come seeking not just to see these magnificent works of art, but also to experience the stories that accompany them. Guided tours often share tales of how these creatures protect the land and the people, immersing travelers in a culture that thrives on legends. This exchange of stories not only enriches the tourists' experiences, but also breathes new life into the ancient myths, allowing them to flourish in a modern world. Educational institutions play a crucial role in preserving these myths for future generations. Schools incorporate lessons about mythical creatures into their curricula, teaching students not only the stories, but also the morals behind them. Teachers share the tales of the Rousi, the wise hermits with mystical powers, who inspire students to seek knowledge and practice meditation. This integration of mythology into education helps children appreciate their culture and understand the values that have shaped their society. Cultural festivals like Songkran and Loikrathong celebrate the mythical beings in spectacular ways, allowing communities to come together and honor their shared heritage. During Songkran, water fights symbolize the cleansing of the past and the welcoming of new beginnings, a ritual deeply connected to the Naga, the guardian of water. As families gather to splash water on each other, laughter fills the air, and children reenact the stories of the creatures that protect their homes. These celebrations reinforce community bonds, allowing people to connect with each other and with the myths that define their identities. Amidst the neon lights and rapid modernization, the spirit of the mythical creatures endures, a testament to their importance in Thai society. They serve as a reminder of the past, guiding people through the complexities of the present. The stories evoke emotions that resonate deeply within the hearts of the people, bridging the gap between generations. In the quiet moments of reflection, many still turn to the teachings of these creatures, seeking wisdom and guidance. The stories of love, bravery, and morality offer comfort and inspiration, encouraging individuals to face life's challenges with strength and resilience. They remind us that, even in a rapidly changing world, the essence of humanity, our fears, dreams, and connections, remains the same. As the sun sets over the temples, casting long shadows across the land, the mythical creatures of Thailand continue to thrive. Their tales, once whispered in the dark corners of ancient forests, now echo through the vibrant streets, touching the hearts of all who hear them. The blend of the past with the present creates a beautiful tapestry that defines the Thai experience, celebrating the enduring power of mythology in shaping lives. In every story told, and every festival celebrated, the presence of these mythical creatures enriches the lives of the people. They serve as symbols of resilience, connection, and cultural pride. Through the lens of modernity, these ancient beings shine bright, proving that no matter how much the world changes, the stories that bind us together will always remain alive in our hearts. In a small village nestled between rolling hills, an elderly woman named Yai sits beneath a large banyan tree, her voice trembling as she recounts the ancient tales of her ancestors to a group of eager children. As the sun dips below the horizon, the air thickens with anticipation, and the flickering light from the nearby lanterns dances in time with her stories. Each word is a thread woven into the rich tapestry of Thai mythology, and with every tale, she keeps alive the spirit of her people. This act of storytelling is not just a way to entertain, it is a powerful means of preserving a cultural legacy that has faced many challenges over the years. Efforts to document and preserve these mythical stories are crucial in ensuring that future generations understand their heritage. In recent years, various initiatives have emerged aimed at capturing these tales in written form. Scholars and cultural enthusiasts gather in workshops, poring over old texts and recordings, working diligently to compile an archive of folklore that reflects the diverse experiences of Thai life. This endeavor is not merely academic, it is a heartfelt mission to honor the voices of those who came before and to breathe life into stories that might otherwise fade away. Museums play a vital role in this preservation journey. Across Thailand, these institutions serve as guardians of history, housing artifacts and exhibits that showcase the country's rich mythological traditions. In dimly lit galleries, visitors wander past intricately carved statues of mythical beings like the Garuda and Naga, each piece telling a story of courage, sacrifice, or love. As people step closer, they can almost hear the echoes of the past, feeling a connection to the countless generations who have revered these creatures. The stories are preserved not only in words but also in art, allowing visitors to engage with their cultural heritage in a tangible way. Literature is another powerful tool for preservation. Modern writers are inspired by ancient myths, breathing new life into these narratives through novels, poetry, and plays. They take the essence of the old stories and blend them with contemporary themes, creating a bridge between past and present. Young readers find themselves captivated by tales of bravery, romance, and moral lessons as the mythical beings leap off the pages and into their imaginations. In this way, the myths are not just relics of the past, they become a vibrant part of current cultural conversations, reminding people that these stories hold wisdom that is still relevant today. Education is where the seeds of preservation truly take root. Schools across Thailand are beginning to incorporate lessons on mythology into their curricula, recognizing the importance of teaching young people about their heritage. Teachers share the legends of the Rousi, the wise hermits who embody the values of meditation and inner strength. Through these lessons, students are encouraged to think critically about the stories and consider how they can apply the lessons learned to their own lives. The classroom becomes a space where the past and present coexist, allowing children to embrace their identity while fostering a sense of pride in their culture. However, the journey of preservation is fraught with challenges. In the age of technology and rapid modernization, many young people are drawn to global pop culture, often leaving behind the rich narratives of their own heritage. The allure of flashy entertainment can overshadow the simple beauty of traditional storytelling, making it harder for myths to compete for attention. As a result, some stories risk being forgotten, slipping away into the shadows of obscurity. This loss is not merely about the disappearance of tales, it is a loss of cultural identity and connection to the past. Moreover, the preservation of myths is not solely an individual effort. It requires the collective will of communities, government bodies, and organizations to create an environment where these stories can thrive. Funding for cultural initiatives can be limited, and without support, efforts to document and share these narratives can falter. In a world that often prioritizes economic growth over cultural preservation, the fight to keep these myths alive becomes even more critical. The heart of preservation lies in the relationships between generations. It is the elderly passing down stories to the young, igniting a spark of curiosity and wonder in their hearts. It is parents sharing tales of the Phi Pop, the mischievous spirit, as bedtime stories, laughing together in the dim glow of a lamp. It is children asking questions and exploring their cultural roots, eager to understand who they are and where they come from. This intergenerational connection is vital, for it ensures that the stories continue to be told, adapted, and cherished. In the quiet moments of the night, as Yak concludes her storytelling session, the children sit in silence, their eyes wide with awe. They understand that these tales are not just entertainment, they are a part of their identity. Each story carries the weight of history, the wisdom of generations, and the promise of continuity. In that sacred space under the banyan tree, the seeds of preservation are sown, nurtured by love and the shared belief that these myths must endure. As the world evolves, the challenge of preserving Thai mythology remains, but so does the determination of the people. Through education, art, and storytelling, they strive to ensure that the voices of their ancestors echo through time, reminding everyone of the magic, morals, and mysteries that shape their culture. These efforts are not just about keeping the past alive, they are about forging a future where identity and heritage continue to flourish. With every story shared, the spirit of Thai mythology shines brightly, a beacon of hope and connection for generations to come. In the heart of Thailand, where temples rise majestically against the sky, mythical creatures serve as silent guardians of spirituality. As worshippers approach the sacred spaces, the air is thick with incense and devotion. The enchanting stories of these beings linger like a gentle whisper, connecting the material world to the divine. Each mythical creature carries profound significance in the fabric of Thai spirituality and religion, weaving together threads of belief, tradition, and cultural identity. Mythical beings are not just characters in stories, they embody the essence of spiritual teachings. The Garuda, with its magnificent wings and fierce gaze, represents the triumph of good over evil. In many prayers and rituals, it is invoked as a protector, symbolizing strength and loyalty. When people bow their heads before images of this majestic creature, they do so with a heart full of hope, seeking guidance and protection from the struggles of daily life. The act of praying to such beings transforms the mundane into the sacred, creating a bridge between the worshipper and the divine. Rituals infused with the presence of mythical beings evoke a sense of awe and wonder. During important ceremonies, it is common to see intricate dances and performances that tell the stories of these creatures. Dancers adorned with elaborate costumes embody the essence of the Naga, the serpent deity, their movements flowing like water. These rituals are not mere entertainment, they are heartfelt expressions of faith, reminding the community of the deep connection between their lives and the spiritual realm. As the music swells, the audience is drawn into a trance, feeling the weight of tradition resting on their shoulders. In everyday life, these mythical beings influence prayers and offerings, making them more than just acts of piety. When families gather at their altars to pray, they often place images of the Naga and other mythical creatures alongside Buddha statues. This blend of reverence illustrates the harmonious coexistence of traditional beliefs and Buddhist teachings. Each offering, be it flowers, fruit, or incense, carries the weight of intention, symbolizing gratitude and respect not only for the divine but also for the mythical beings that guide and protect them. Thai Buddhist cosmology paints a vivid picture of the universe, where mythical creatures play vital roles. The cosmos is populated with deities and spirits, each with specific functions and attributes. In this complex system, the mythical beings often serve as intermediaries between humans and higher realms. For instance, the Rousi, or hermit, embodies wisdom and meditation. Practitioners look to the Rousi for guidance in their spiritual journeys, believing that connecting with such beings can elevate their understanding and help them find inner peace. The stories associated with these creatures are rich in meaning, often reflecting moral lessons that resonate with everyday life. They encourage virtues like compassion, bravery, and wisdom. As people recount these tales during gatherings, children listen with wide eyes, absorbing the lessons that shape their values. This oral tradition ensures that the teachings endure, reminding each generation of the importance of their connection to the past and the mythical beings that inhabit their spiritual landscape. During significant festivals, the role of mythical creatures becomes even more pronounced. The Songkran festival, for example, is a time of cleansing and renewal. Water symbolizes purity, washing away sins and inviting blessings for the year ahead. As families splash water on each other in joyous celebration, they also honor the mythical beings believed to protect their homes and communities. Statues of the Naga are often placed in prominent positions, signifying its role as a guardian during this sacred time. The festival transforms into a beautiful tapestry of tradition, spirituality, and the vibrant energy of community. Yet, the impact of mythical creatures on spirituality is not confined to rituals and festivals. They influence the way people perceive the world around them. Nature, with all its wonders, is often seen as a manifestation of divine presence, populated by creatures that embody the sacred. The mountains, rivers, and forests are believed to be inhabited by spirits and beings that require respect and acknowledgement. This relationship fosters a deep sense of environmental stewardship, as people understand that taking care of their surroundings is part of honoring the mythical beings that dwell within them. As times change and the world grows more modern, the connection between mythical creatures and spirituality remains resilient. While urbanization and globalization present challenges, the essence of these beings continues to resonate in the hearts of many. Artists capture their beauty in paintings and sculptures, while filmmakers bring their stories to life on screen, making them accessible to new generations. In this way, the stories evolve, adapting to contemporary contexts while retaining their core values. Children grow up hearing stories of the Naga protecting the waters, the Garuda soaring high above, and the Rousi guiding those who seek wisdom. These stories inspire dreams and spark imagination, providing a foundation for understanding their cultural identity. In classrooms, educators introduce these myths, encouraging students to reflect on their meanings and explore their relevance in today's world. This connection to the past is not just an act of remembrance, it is a celebration of resilience and continuity. The presence of mythical creatures in Thai spirituality goes beyond mere belief. It is a lifeline connecting the past to the present. Each prayer, ritual, and celebration is imbued with the spirit of these beings, reminding everyone of their shared heritage. As worshippers kneel before altars, they do so with gratitude and reverence, acknowledging the guidance and protection these mythical creatures offer. In their hearts, they carry the hope that the lessons of the past will illuminate their paths forward, weaving the stories of the mythical beings into the very fabric of their lives. In the quiet moments of reflection, as people gaze upon the intricate carvings of their beloved mythical beings, they feel a deep sense of belonging. These creatures are not just figments of imagination, they are manifestations of faith, culture, and the enduring spirit of a people who cherish their stories. With each passing day, the connection between mythical beings and spirituality strengthens, a testament to the resilience of belief and the power of stories to transcend time. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting a golden glow on the intricate carvings of temples, the tales of Thai mythical creatures begin to resonate beyond their homeland. These ancient stories, steeped in rich tradition and vibrant symbolism, travel across oceans and continents, capturing the hearts and imaginations of people around the world. The enchanting nature of these beings not only reflects the essence of Thai culture, but also shapes global perceptions, inviting curiosity and admiration. In every corner of the world, the fascination with mythical creatures opens doors to understanding and appreciation. Creatures like the Naga, with its serpent-like form and powerful presence, find their way into stories that highlight the themes of protection and transformation. As international audiences encounter these narratives, they connect with the universal emotions embedded within the fear, love, bravery, and hope. The Naga becomes more than a guardian of rivers, it transforms into a symbol of resilience and strength, reminding us all of our capacity to rise against the odds. The influence of Thai mythology extends deeply into global media and the arts. Films, television shows, and animated features breathe life into these ancient stories, showcasing the vibrant colors and rich cultural significance that they carry. An animated movie featuring a heroic Garuda soaring through the skies in a battle against darkness captures not only the visual beauty of Thai art, but also the spirit of courage and sacrifice. Viewers from diverse backgrounds find themselves inspired, their hearts pounding with excitement as they cheer for the hero. As international creators adapt these tales, they often incorporate their unique perspectives, weaving them into new narratives. The enchanting stories of Mae Nak, the ghostly figure of love and loss, resonate with audiences across cultures. In a reimagined version, Mae Nak's heartache becomes a poignant tale of longing that transcends boundaries, inviting empathy and reflection. The emotional depth of these characters invites audiences to explore their own experiences with love, loss, and the human spirit, forging connections that span the globe. These cross-cultural adaptations also spark conversations about shared themes and values. The bravery of the Rousi, the wise hermit, finds parallels in other cultures, reflecting a universal quest for knowledge and self-discovery. As stories intertwine, audiences recognize the common threads that bind humanity, an understanding that we are all seeking wisdom, courage, and connection in our lives. This realization fosters a sense of belonging and unity, reminding us that despite our differences, we share a collective narrative. Moreover, the global reach of Thai mythical creatures has become a source of pride for many. Cultural festivals around the world celebrate these beings, showcasing traditional dance, music, and art. In cities far from Thailand, communities gather to honor the Naga and Garuda, immersing themselves in the beauty of Thai culture. The sound of traditional instruments fills the air, echoing stories of ancient times, while vibrant costumes come to life with each movement. As spectators witness these performances, they experience the joy and richness of a culture that transcends borders, creating lasting memories and friendships. The influence of Thai mythology is also evident in fashion and design. Designers draw inspiration from the intricate patterns and motifs associated with mythical beings, incorporating them into modern clothing and accessories. This fusion of traditional and contemporary styles creates a beautiful dialogue between past and present, allowing people to carry a piece of Thai culture with them. Wearing a garment adorned with a Naga design becomes not just a fashion statement, but a way to honor the stories and meanings that resonate deeply within one's heart. As the world becomes more interconnected, the stories of Thai mythical creatures remind us of the importance of preserving cultural heritage. The beauty of these narratives lies not only in their entertainment value, but also in their ability to educate and enlighten. Educational programs and cultural exchanges aim to share the richness of Thai mythology with global audiences, fostering understanding and appreciation. Through workshops, art exhibitions, and storytelling sessions, people are invited to immerse themselves in the enchanting world of Thai mythical beings, igniting their imaginations and inspiring creativity. Social media platforms play a significant role in amplifying the global influence of these creatures. With just a click, individuals can share illustrations, animations, and stories, connecting with others who share their passion for Thai mythology. This digital space creates a community where enthusiasts can discuss interpretations, adaptations, and the emotional impact these stories have on their lives. As they engage with one another, they celebrate the diverse expressions of Thai culture while also recognizing its universal appeal. In this ever-changing world, the stories of Thai mythical creatures endure, inviting new generations to explore their meaning and significance. As children hear tales of bravery and love, they are inspired to dream and imagine. They learn that the Garuda is not merely a creature of flight, but a symbol of hope and protection that transcends time. The emotional resonance of these stories nurtures empathy, teaching values that empower them to face the challenges of life with courage and compassion. Through the lenses of global culture, Thai mythology shines brightly, illuminating paths of understanding and connection. The enchanting beings that dance through these tales are more than mere characters, they are reflections of our shared humanity, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and each other. As they continue to inspire and captivate, the stories of these mythical creatures remind us that, regardless of where we come from, the heart of a story is universal, a testament to the enduring power of myth and the beauty of cultural exchange. The stories of mythical creatures hold a unique power that transcends time and borders. As we reflect on the rich tapestry of Thai mythology, a world filled with vibrant tales, ancient spirits, and timeless morals comes to life. Each creature weaves its own narrative, connecting generations and reminding us of the deep-seated beliefs that shape a culture. These tales are not just stories, they are vessels carrying the hopes, dreams, and values of a people. From the fearsome Garuda soaring high above, a protector against evil, to the sorrowful Mae Nak, whose love knows no bounds, each character evokes deep feelings that resonate with the heart. These stories remind us of the human experience, love and loss, courage and fear, hope and despair. As we listen to their tales, we are transported into worlds where magic and reality intertwine, where every creature serves a purpose, and where lessons of the heart echo through time. The connection between these mythical beings and the everyday lives of the Thai people is profound. In bustling cities and serene villages alike, the tales of these creatures are passed down, whispered from one generation to the next. Children grow up listening to stories of the Naga and its watery realm, learning to respect nature and honor the spirits that guard their land. These narratives shape their understanding of the world and instill values that guide them as they grow. The rituals and festivals celebrating these creatures are more than mere celebrations, they are a way for communities to come together and reaffirm their identity. The vibrant parades during Songkran, where water symbolizes purification, draw on the myths of water spirits and creatures. Each splash of water carries with it the essence of renewal and connection, allowing people to celebrate their heritage and bond with one another. In these moments, the past and present blend seamlessly, creating a shared experience that strengthens community ties. Artistic representations of these mythical beings further illustrate their importance in Thai culture. From intricate temple carvings to modern illustrations, artists breathe life into these ancient stories, capturing their essence and transforming them into visual feasts. Each brushstroke and chisel mark tells a story, inviting viewers to reflect on their meanings. The beauty of this art lies not just in its aesthetic appeal, but in its ability to convey deep emotions, joy, sorrow, and reverence. These artistic expressions serve as a reminder of the cultural richness that these mythical beings represent. As the world grows smaller and cultures collide, the influence of Thai mythology reaches far beyond its borders. These enchanting tales capture the imaginations of people from various backgrounds, inspiring adaptations and reinterpretations. Films and books featuring Thai mythical creatures introduce global audiences to the wisdom embedded in these stories. The themes of bravery, love, and sacrifice resonate universally, reminding us that while cultures may differ, the human experience binds us together. In this fast-paced modern world, where technology often overshadows tradition, the preservation of these myths becomes ever more critical. Efforts to document and share these stories ensure that they remain alive, passed on to future generations. Schools, museums, and cultural organizations play a vital role in keeping these narratives vibrant, allowing children to connect with their roots while also inviting others to appreciate the beauty of Thai mythology. Through education, we cultivate understanding and appreciation for the stories that shape our identity. The challenges of preserving these rich tales in contemporary society cannot be overlooked. The march of progress sometimes threatens to erase the stories that have been told for centuries. Yet, through resilience and dedication, the spirit of these mythical creatures continues to thrive. Communities rally together, sharing their love for these tales, emphasizing their importance in maintaining cultural heritage. This dedication ignites a spark of hope, ensuring that the magic of these stories will be passed on, generation after generation. Every tale of mythical creatures serves as a reminder that we are part of something greater than ourselves. The emotions woven into these narratives connect us to our ancestors and to one another. They teach us lessons that echo through time, urging us to be brave, to love fiercely, and to respect the world around us. When we share these stories, we open doors to understanding and empathy, fostering a sense of belonging that transcends boundaries. The laughter of children playing during Songkran, the solemnity of rituals honoring spirits, the joy of festivals celebrating mythical beings, all these moments create a vibrant tapestry that defines Thai culture. They invite us to reflect on the values that matter most: community, love, respect, and understanding. These stories challenge us to look beyond ourselves and consider the connections that bind us as human beings. In a world filled with uncertainty, the timeless tales of mythical creatures remind us that hope is always within reach. They inspire us to dream, to believe in the extraordinary, and to find beauty in the everyday. As we carry these stories in our hearts, we not only preserve the legacy of Thai mythology but also allow it to flourish in new and exciting ways. The journey of these tales is far from over. They continue to evolve, inviting each of us to contribute to their rich narrative. As the sun sets behind the mountains, casting a warm glow over the land, the stories of mythical creatures whisper in the wind. They call out to us, urging us to listen, to remember, and to share. In every heart, these stories find a home, nurturing our spirits and connecting us to the past, present, and future. Through the power of storytelling, we embrace the magic of these ancient tales, forever intertwined with the essence of humanity itself.